I love baseball.
Baseball, baseball.
94.5 The Peak presents Wasatch Wasp Baseball on the Mid-Utah Radio Sports Network. This broadcast is powered by Guild Mortgage, Dairy King, CarQuest Auto Parts, Physical at the Fit Stop, Wasatch Back Flooring, Napa Wasatch Auto Parts, Heber City Point S, Dorius Dental, and Bank of Utah.
Baseball.
The guy on first.
Who?
The first base.
Who?
The guy playing
Who
first.
is on first?
I'm asking you.
Now let's go live to the Diamond for play-by-play coverage of Wasatch Wasp Baseball on 94.5 The Peak.
Good evening and welcome back to the ballpark. Game 4 of this 4-game tournament for Wasatch High School down here at Hurricane. Now taking on the host school, Hurricane High School. Austin Brown in the box, the freshman leadoff guy. 6 hits on the season already in the first 3 games for the freshman. Had a single in the last one that brought in a run as Wasatch won 13-3 over the Logan High Grizzlies. 2-1 the count now after the third pitch of the at-bat.
Austin has a nose for getting on base, doesn't he, Tyler? He's
also
not only got
3 times, yeah.
Yeah, 6 hits, but he's been hit by pitch 3 times. So almost already 10 times on the bag, almost double digits in the first tournament of the week or the year.
3-1 now the count as that one misses just outside. Hurricane knocked off Logan as well. It was a tight 1-run game in 8 innings for Hurricane to get the win. Wasatch comes in 2-1 after dropping their first game against Union High School and then getting back-to-back wins against teams in Cache Valley, win over Skyview and a win over Logan. The 3-1 gets the inside corner. 3-2 now the count. Always a little bit tough playing back-to-back games, Ty. You get a win, you got to go to the bathroom.
But you look at where the sun is, Tyler, that halfway point between home and the mound, it turns into shade. Kind of tough to pick up the spin of the ball.
This one's smoked down the right side. Does it stay fair? No, it'll go foul. Nice swing there from Brown, but foul ball, and we'll keep the count here at 3-2.
Austin started the series, or the weekend, Tyler, as the 3-hitter in game number 1. 2, 3, and 4. Coach McCoy has moved him up to leadoff, and it seems to make a big difference in that game. That opening game, he was 1 for 4, 3 strikeouts. But since then, Ty, he's really gotten on a roll, and he's taken at-bats deep. Like this one now, the 7th pitch of the at-bat to start off the game here. This is a good at-bat.
On the mound for Hurricane is Taylon Nolan. Gets him swinging on a pitch up in the zone, and that'll be out number 1 here in the top of the first. And bring up Blake Sweat, also a senior. Or one of the seniors that are in the lineup. Let's go ahead and jump into our Dairy King starting lineup. Your batting lineup today for Wasatch: Austin Brown, Blake Sweat, Otis Sweat getting a start behind the dish. He'll hit in the 3 spot. Colton Hafen in the 4. Bridger Shaw, Grant Mahoney, Eddie Bluth, Braxton Fowler, and Jack Salmon will get his first start of this year in the lineup. Ground ball to the shortstop. Blake Sweat showing off the wheels, beats it off for an infield single, and Wasatch has their first hit and base runner of the game.
Yeah, Blake can move, Tyler. He's an athlete, and that shortstop just sat back and sat back and sat back on that ball. You've got to get around that and come through it. There was no chance to get Blake out on that hit. Single all the way. Shortstop staying back too far.
Going to bring up Otis Sweat. Had an at-bat yesterday. Has gotten a couple of innings behind the dish as well. Getting his first start of the season as a junior. Wearing number 33, little brother of former Wasatch great catcher Trent Sweat. Couple of looks. Swing. Gets the inside part of the plate for strike 1.
Ty, obviously you still got a game to go here, but just curious your thoughts on this team. Starting off the Coach McCoy campaign, 2025 year.
Been impressed with the battle in the box, Ty. I like the inside-out approach that if it seems like the team is bought into. And a lot of hits, as you mentioned, but probably not this isn't the best competition that Wasatch is going to see down here in St. George. Skyview, Logan, down. Union is good competition, the game they lost. And Hurricane's okay, but I just love the approach that they've had in the box.
34 runs in 3 games. It's a really good start to the year, Ty. So averaging double digits on the season per game as far as runs go.
0-1. Blake Sweat goes, and Otis Sweat's going to take one to the backside. A hit by pitch is going to put Wasatch on with runners on first and second.
It's a real Sweat. You can tell that's Trent's little brother. Not only getting hit, but the way he tossed the bat to the dugout, Tyler. You know we're getting old when you start just living back through these old years. You've seen the older brothers play and look just like him the way he threw that one there. But now you got runners in scoring position, first inning. with one of your hotter bats coming up. In fact, Hafen, you could make an argument, has maybe been the best bat for Wasatch this weekend down here at this tournament.
Top of the first brought to you by the Dairy King. Throughout the years, the menu at the Dairy King has expanded beyond just the traditional burgers, fries, and shakes to include non-traditional items as well. First pitch is going to be a ground ball to the first baseman. Hafen will move the runners to second and third. First baseman makes the play, steps on the bag, and Hafen is retired.
Yeah, he took the sure one there, Tyler. That was a double play ball, but didn't want to risk it going to second. Instead takes the safe out there, but it gives another hot bat, Bridger Shaw, a senior here, a chance to drive in a couple runs. 2 outs, 2 runners in scoring position. Feels like a big spot early in this game.
Bridger Shaw's had a good first weekend as well at the plate for Wasatch, hitting in the 5 spot, playing third base for Wasatch as a senior. Good lead at second base is Kyron Stocking. Kyron Stocking not in the lineup. He's played in left, second, and second. Jack Salmon, the sophomore, getting his start today at second base. Kyron Stocking out there pinch running for Otis Sweat, the speed-up runner. 1-0 the count after a ball 1 at the first pitch. Nolan sets, delivered. It's going to be a ground ball to the third baseman. Third baseman can't handle it, and Stocking's going to try to score from second. He had a big lead, and he's going to score early. And Bridger Shaw with a big 2-out single through the 5-6 hole gives Wasatch the 2-0 lead.
Yeah, good knock there for your senior. Coming up clutch for you. 2-0 lead to jump out here early. And great base running from Stocking. You talked about it, Tyler. He knew the scenario. 2 outs on contact. He's out of there. Great jump. Scored easily.
First run of the game brought to you by Gravity Coalition as Wasatch takes their first lead 2-0. We're going to bring up Graham Mahoney. Had a good day at the plate in the last game. Nice RBI single through the 3-4 hole. Comes up with the runner on first, 2 away. Wasatch once again wearing the yellow top, gray bottom pants, and black stirrups. Hurricane wearing their home all whites. Pickoff move, not in time. Bridger able to get back easily.
Yeah, Hurricane expecting a little motion here. Trying to get Bridger into scoring position. Not a bad time for the Wasp if they want to try to get him in motion.
The 1-0, runner stays. Grant takes a swing, gets a piece, but goes into the catcher's glove. 1-1 the count. Sun gradually setting. Wind hasn't been near as bad as yesterday, but there's been a good breeze throughout the day today. Long pause here. Graham Mahoney's going to sit on it. He's going to drive this one to left field. Left fielder goes back. Warning track, makes the catch. And that'll do it for the top half of the first inning. And we'll keep it here for the first inning stretch, as we'll go through a little bit of our Dairy King pregame show. Ty, as we jump into this one, some Smiles by Design keys for Wasatch to get the victory and get 3 wins down here in St. George first weekend.
Well, it's worked well for the Wasp scoring in the first inning, hasn't it? The last couple games, jumping out early and getting on the board, has been able to get pitchers comfortable on the mound. And so you want to see the bats continue here. Ty averaging 15 runs per game over their last 2. And here against a good Hurricane team, I think you're going to want to be up there in the 7, 8, 9 runs range again if you want to walk out of here with a victory. So you've got to push across the runs when they're in scoring position. Already check the box. A big 2-out knock for Bridger Shaw when you had 2 runners in scoring position. So Wasatch coming through, going 2 for 2 with runners in scoring position so far. But Ty, I'd say that will continue to be the key in this game. Can Wasatch get the hits when runners are in scoring position? And if so, I think they've still got plenty of pitching here to find their way on the right side of the scoreboard at the end of this one.
Keys to the game brought to you by Smiles by Design, brightening lives and instilling confidence and inspiring wellness. Enjoy welcoming, personalized dental care that leaves a lasting impression. For those of you that are just joining us, Ty, go ahead and take us through the weekend that has been and how Wasatch has gotten to this point, 2-1.
Well, it's been a lot of fun watching this team, Tyler. They got going against Union High School, which is the defending 3A state champion. Really impressive team last year was Union. Did a lot of the small things right. Wasatch got off to a shaky start in that first inning of that game, Tyler. They got down 5-0. After that, though, they played pretty well the rest of that game. Ended up being an 8-4 loss for the Wasps in that one. But you take away that bad first inning that had a couple walks, 3 errors in the innings, pass balls. Wasatch wins that 4-3 going the rest of the way, right? And so that's a pretty good game for the Wasps in that one. But they did fall in that one ultimately because of that tough first inning. But then they bounced back, Tyler, a 17-3 win over Skyview, where they put 18 hits on the board, and then just getting a 13-3 win in another 10-run mercy rule over Logan High School. And now jump up 2-0 early on in this one, off to another good start here in game number 4.
Recap brought to you by UCCU, an organization rooted in the credit union philosophy of people helping people. UCCU, love where you bank. Opening pitch for Wasatch here in the bottom of the first, brought to you by Mountain Refined. Nestled in the heart of the Heber Valley, Mountain Refined has been a trusted community staple for over 30 years. Our passion lies in serving the community by providing top-notch furniture and flooring solutions. Leading it off will be Emiliano Zapata, the second baseman for Hurricane. He'll take ball one. Let's go around the diamond. On the mound for Wasatch is Max Livingston. Behind the dish, Otis Sweat. First baseman, Grant Mahoney. Second baseman, Jack Salmon. Shortstop, Braxton Fowler. And the third baseman is Bridger Shaw. Another ball, your outfield, Blake Sweat, Austin Brown, and Eddie Bluth. That lineup brought to you by Physical at the Fit Stop. When it comes to your health, you deserve quality and effective care at Heber Valley. We work with you to understand your health and wellness goals and create a customized plan to get your desired outcome. Strike called, 2-1 now the count here to Zapata. That one's going to get away for ball 3, 3-1 now the count.
Max has a live arm here, Tyler. Definitely a weapon that the coaches want to develop. The story last year was, can he throw strikes? It was around 40% strike throwing in the offseason. Need him to throw strikes.
Gets a ground ball here. Bridger Shaw fields the long hop, throws it across the diamond to Grant Mahoney in time. Wasatch has one away.
And there's some guys that just throw strikes at the right time, right? Get down 3-1, get a good ground ball there. You know, we coached a kid, comes to mind, Cannon Bay, lefty, that just kind of defied the odds there with that. You really need to be around 55 to 70 in the strike throwing to be an effective varsity pitcher. You want 60 or higher to be really good. Cannon Bay was like 45%, but Ty, he got the right strikes at the right time and got guys out. And so sometimes you throw the numbers out and you just look for guys that can get outs too. And Max got down early in that first at bat, but gets the first put out.
It's going to be Parker Shelby. He'll come up to the dish for the Hurricane Tigers. He'll take strike one. Foul ball on the second pitch. It's 0-2 count.
There you go. Good rhythm here for Max. See if he can get the ball back there, get right back into that rhythm. Got a good smooth motion.
Looks like he's added maybe 2 inches, Ty, to where he was last year, height-wise as well. Looks really good out here on the mound. The 0-2 goes with a little slider. Nice piece of hitting here from Shelby. Gets it over to the second baseman's head for the first hit of the game for the Hurricane Tigers.
Yeah, just served that one out there, Tyler. Looked like he took the loft wedge and just chipped that right over the second baseman's head. Not good contact. And again, I think it's a good sign for Wasatch. Livingston, 2 batters, neither getting particularly good contact on it, but sometimes the ball falls in.
It'll bring up a left-handed hitter, the first baseman, Bryson McCauley, with a runner on first. Wasatch leads 2-0, one away here in the bottom of the first. Another slider off-speed pitch going to be to the 3-4 hole. Jack Salmon fields it, throws it to first. Nice play from Salmon at second base, and there's now 2 away.
Well, that's a really good play from Jack, Tyler. Having to range over there, and you're hoping double play, hard hit ball off the bat, and I think Jack's thinking that too. He caught it and looked at second, but Ty, good field awareness where he knows he doesn't have a good chance to get that runner and instead spins and fires over a dart to first base to get the out.
Bring up now the number 4 hitter. That is going to be Brendan Hoffman. Pitch is going to be outside for ball 1.
Defensively, Wasatch giving up a lot on that right side right now. Salmon playing nearly straight up the middle, holding the runner on. Ty, as he's retreating, he's not retreating back to the left either, so they're giving up a lot of space in that 3-4 hole.
A couple of balls to start off the at-bat. Duck on the pond here for Hurricane with 2 away. 2-0 the count to Hoffman. Livingston comes set. Takes a 2 look. Delivers with the slide step. That one's in front of the dish. Sweat smothers it. Keeps the runner at second base. 3-0 the count.
Nice job from Otis on the block there, Ty.
That one's a tough one.
Yeah, ball to keep in front.
3-0 the count. Livingston delivers after 1 look. That one misses high. First walk of the game for Livingston. That puts runners on first and second. 2 away, and that'll bring up the pitcher, Taylor Nolan. Nolan will step in on the right-hand side of the batter's box.
Now batting for the Tigers, the pitcher, number 1, Taylor.
First inning action brought to you by Mountain West Trailers, who knows you value strength and reliability. Haul it all, big or small, because Mountain West Trailers stands tall. Visit them at mountainwesttrailer.com. Runners on first and second, 2 away. Wasatch leading 2-0. Pitch above the belt for ball 1. Wasatch still shaded to the left-hand side. He mentioned Salmon playing up the middle here with Livingston on the mound, trying to keep the runner close at second base. The 1-0, low and inside, ball 2.
Kind of noticing just where the catcher's setting up, Ty. It's been interesting to watch just relatively to where Livingston's missing. And Otis is trying to give him a target, just piped down the middle.
Batter swings, ground ball to Bridger Shaw, fields it on the forehand side, steps on the bag, and Wasatch gets out of the inning. No runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 2 are left on base. It's 2-0 Wasatch going into the second.
Are you ready for lunch? Well, the Dairy King, home of the train, is serving the best food with friends and family in the Valley and have been the winner of Best of State for 20 years. They've recently been named the best of Utah for their milkshakes. You've got to try their delicious train burger with an Oreo shake. They also have those yummy salads that just hit the spot or a turkey breast sandwich that tickles the taste buds. They've proudly been serving the Heber Valley for 78 years at the Dairy King, home of the train, serving deliciousness daily. Stop in today.
We at Guild Mortgage help people build personal wealth through real estate, be it your first home, next home, dream home, or investment property. At Guild Mortgage, we help you refinance for that lower interest rate, shorter term, or home remodel. At Guild Mortgage, we help you plan for retirement by owning multiple investment properties and can even add to your retirement plan with a reverse mortgage. We at Guild Mortgage believe everyone can own what matters.
It's game time! Let's do it! Ready? Wasatch High School Sports on the radio with Ty and Ty on 94.5 The Beat.
Top of the second brought to you by Heber Valley Chamber. Exists to build and be a part of a community where residents, visitors, and businesses thrive. Our mission is to promote tourism, connect businesses, and unite our community. Bluth, Faller, Salmon will be up for Wasatch. 3 sophomores to lead off the inning here at 7-8-9 for the Wasps, leading 2-0. Blue steps in on the left-hand side. Singled in his last game. Had a couple of hit-by pitches, and he'll take ball 1 to start. This one's inside. 2-0 now the count here to Eddie Bluth. Been proud of you, Ty. I don't think you've dropped Jack Bluth today.
No, I've been working hard on that. In fact, I just told myself silently about 5 or 6 times that this is Eddie, not Jack over here.
Another brother combo playing here for Wasatch. Dad Tyler also played for Wasatch. 3-0 now the count.
There could be a lot worse things to be called, though, than Jack Bluth. He was a heck of a player here at Wasatch. Part of that great run, what was it, 3 years ago, that 5th place team? Made a deep run in the state tournament.
That one's in there for a strike. 3-1 the count.
I like what I've seen from Eddie this weekend, Tyler. He's played a good right field. Every ball that's come his way, he's made look kind of just easy. He made it look nice and smooth, quick, able to get under it, and he's looked good at the plate as well.
3-1 inside, misses, and that'll be ball 4. First walk of the game for Nolan, and that'll bring up Braxton Faller. Shortstop hitting in the 8th spot. Reached base twice in the last game as well. Has the leadoff guy on. Wasatch was aggressive in the first. I've seen a lot of hit and runs with Coach McCoy early on. One of the questions we had coming in is what's the style of McCoy. Swing and a miss. Strike 1 here to Faller.
Yeah, and it's been swinging, hasn't it? And they put 34 runs on the board, so it's worked. But only one bunt attempt, and not even sure it was supposed to be a bunt attempt. It was that safety squeeze that went badly.
You did have Stocking lay down the drag bunt for a single. The 0-1 misses outside. 1-1 now the count.
But you have to wonder if Stocking did that on his own too. Ty, just seeing certain situations that's going on over there. But bunting has not been a big part of the story, regardless.
1 ball, 1 strike here to Faller. Nolan delivers. That one's high and inside. 2-1 now the count.
Competition going to get a little bit tougher next week, Ty. Wasatch is back down here for another tournament next weekend. It'll be at Desert Hills High School. And they're going to start with Richfield, another lower classification team, and then take on Desert Hills, the host team.
2-1. That one's roped. Foul down the left field side. That's to our blind side. Looked pretty good from our angle, but it is going to go foul. That'll move the count to 2-2.
After they take on Desert Hills, they'll take on Pocatello, coming down from Idaho, and then West Jordan. Kind of building up, and then they'll be back home to try to take on Granger the following week.
At home or in Granger?
At Granger for that one.
Probably haven't scheduled the home game till May at this point for
Their first home one is against Mountain View. Coach McCoy is going to take on his old team.
Runner goes on the 2-2, and this one's roped to the left center field gap. Eddie Bluth's in motion. He's going to score easily. Extra bases here for Fowler. He rounds second. He'll settle for a double. A no-out double RBI for Braxton Fowler, his best barrel of the season, and Wasatch extends the lead to 3-0.
Yeah, these bats are starting to come alive, Tyler. And Braxton, all of those pitches, he looked like he was on the ball. Good approach, good swings. And that one he just nuked over to the left field. The center fielder doing a good job to get over and dive in front of that ball to keep Braxton to a double. This field here at Hurricane's deceivingly large. Tyler, looks short down the line, and it is short down the line. But right field, you've got the big monster, so it's hard to hit a home run there. And it quickly goes to deep in center, 390 down to center field, Tyler. But those gaps are just deep, deep, deep. So if you can get a ball there in the gap, you're going to have a stand-up triple often. Center fielder came over and cut it off and took that away from Braxton.
Ty, you looking forward, and it's something we as broadcasters can do, but you got guys like Eddie Bluth and especially Braxton Fowler, who's seen varsity pitching now for over a year, hitting in your 7-8 spot. I mean, that games are won more often than not at the bottom of the lineup where you can create momentum and just steal some runs.
It's really the big secret of baseball,
it is.
Isn't it, Ty? In high school baseball in Utah, there's kind of a stigma that bottom of the lineup are not as good of hitters, Tyler, and that's just not true. The teams that win it, sometimes your best hitters are at the bottom of the lineup, the ones that produce the best for you. And having weapons like that, often they're young, right? They're your young, talented guys that can come through. And Wasatch has some options for sure.
Jack Salmon steps into the box, getting his first start in the box and in play. He did start game one at second base, was DH'd for. So this is his first start in play and now in the lineup.
Keep your eye on this sophomore here too, Tyler. I think Jack Salmon, he's coming. He's coming for a spot here, right? And he's in a battle right now, trying to earn some consistent time, but he's got a good smooth stroke and a good swing himself.
Fouls this one off with the wind. I've learned you got to keep your eye on it. Never know where that one's going to end up. That one does end up out of play. 1-1 now the count. Had a really nice play in that first inning, Ty, going to his forehand side, filled it smoothly, was able to get the out. 1-1 the count now here, the number 9 hitter with Austin Brown on deck. Nolan comes set, looks at Fowler, now delivers. This one's going to be smoked at the third baseman, who fields it cleanly. Is able to throw it across the diamond. When I say filled it clean, I think he was surprised to see that one in his glove a little bit.
It ended up in his glove cleanly. Yeah, I'm not sure he'd put that on a clean field, Ty.
That ball was smoked. That ball was smoked. Nice swing there from Jack. Moves the runner as Fowler does run and make it to third base. And that'll bring us to the top of the lineup. It'll be with one out. Austin Brown struck out in his first at bat, has 6 hits on the weekend, including a triple going back to that Skyview game. Comes up with a runner on third base, 1 away. Nolan taking his time, now delivers. Goes with the off speed, gets the outside corner for strike 1.
Outfield shading Brown heavily to the pull side, Tyler. Playing nearly on the line in right field, and then your center fielder playing right center.
0-1 count. Nolan, high lay kick, delivers. Ooh, pretty close to the same spot. Catcher wanted it, umpire disagrees. 1-1 the count. Blake Sweat on deck. Brown, only a freshman, playing center field in all 4 of these games. This one's going to get away from him. Fowler's going to try to score and will score on the pass ball. Wasatch scores 2 once again and takes the 4-0 lead.
Braxton, good jumps there, Tyler. One almost got him in trouble there. That ground ball that Jack hit to third base, Braxton ran right into an out. Had the third baseman just wanted to look up and tag him. But he's trying to be aggressive, and you can see it there again. Ball right in the dirt, immediately taking off, and scores easily, standing up, coming across home plate.
I think that third baseman was surprised enough. They have it in his glove. He wasn't even looking at Fowler coming from second.
He's happy he still had all his teeth, because that ball hopped up on him a little bit.
2-1 count here to Brown. Now has the bases cleared. Wasatch scoring both of their leadoff guys in the inning. One away. This one smoked to right field. That one's not going to get over the wall, but it's going to land above that first fence. Brown's quickly racing to second. And that's a double, and Ty, that's out of here on, I think, every ballpark in the state besides this one.
Well, he's got 2 hits into that wall this weekend, Tyler, that probably would have been 2 home runs on most other fields. And so he's flashing the power. That was one of the conversation points coming in about Austin, is this is a freshman who's at 190, 6'1", and he can already hit it like a man. And you're seeing it there. Good pop coming off the bat.
That was out of here fast, Ty. There was nothing. There wasn't very long. But it's another double for Brown, his second extra base hit of his freshman campaign. Brings up Blake Sweat. 3 looks here from the Hurricane pitcher. Blake Sweat says, hey, let's take a time and reset. Blake in his first at-bat singled to the shortstop. Little infield single that he beat out. Wasatch only 1 away with the duck on the pond looking to add on to this 4-run lead. 2 looks, delivers. Another off-speed pitch that gets the inside corner for strike 1.
Yeah, just a floater breaking ball. Sometimes you get those tight slider breaking pitches, Tyler. That one's more of the gravity curve ball, just kind of floating in there, one that the hitters want to make sure not to give up on.
Brown's going to go, swing and a miss from Blake Sweat. Brown takes the bag. So 2 strikes, an 0-2 count with Brown now on third base.
Doesn't this team for Wasatch look like they're warmed up, though? They've played a few games and seen a different style team than what you saw in Game 1 against Union. Just playing with a lot more confidence.
Wasatch, after opening loss to Union, has won back-to-back games and has started well in this one, leading 4-0. 0-2 the count. That one's in the dirt. Ball 1. Really the stretch from 2, 3, 4, 5, your 4 seniors, Blake Sweat, Micah Dahl, Colton Hafen, and Bridgeshaw have performed well down here this first weekend. Otis Sweat getting the start here in Game 4 instead of Micah Dahl. But that's, I think, more of not due to Dahl's performance, more of just 4 games really behind the dish. Yeah. And then Sweat's looked good early on, Ty. You've looked at me a couple of times with a couple of nice stops from behind the dish for Sweat. But I've been impressed with how these 4 seniors have really been in the box this first weekend.
Well, you really would like to have a couple just really sturdy, reliable catchers on your roster. Tyler, catcher's a tough position. You get beat up quite a bit. So these are valuable innings here to get Sweat behind the dish and get him some varsity experience.
The 2-2, good piece of hitting there from Blake Sweat. Stays with the curveball, singles up the middle, and that'll bring in Austin Brown 5-0 now. The lead still only 1 away.
Those bats just keep on rolling, Tyler. You go back to Skyview, that was only a 5-inning game, 17 runs on the board for Wasatch in 5 innings. Go to Logan, 6 innings, I believe we went in that one. Took Wasatch into the 6th before they could get up to the 10-run rule. But 13 runs on the board. So 11 innings, you put 30 runs on the board. And now here in the first 2 of this one, you got 5 more, right? So this team's hitting it well. 13 in your last 13 innings, team scored 35 runs here for Wasatch.
Let's go ahead and take a break. We have our first Mirror Lake Station pitching change for Hurricane High School. It'll be Otis Sweat coming up. Wasatch leads 5-0.
Timberline Ace Hardware is committed to helping their neighbors and their communities, and because they're in the neighborhood, they can deliver almost anything you need. So shop in store or online for whatever your home or yard needs. Choose from top brands like Milwaukee, Stihl, Traeger, and Benjamin Moore. Then pick up in store, curbside, or they'll deliver your order right to your home. Around the block, what you need in stock with people that know how to help. Timberline Ace Hardware, serving the community for over 50 years.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Hey Wasatch, it's Nicole with Mountain Refined. We are so excited to be supporting our local teams and all the sports that you guys are into. We wanted you to know a little piece of what we have. You can come on down, grab teacher gifts, protein powder, and even rent that tuxedo for junior prom. Did you guys know that? Shop local and support us. We love being a part of this community. Go Wasatch, 480 North Main Street, right here in Heber.
Napa know-how. Napa know-how.
You'll always find the best deals and expert service at your local Napa Auto Parts store. We offer expert service in helping you find the parts you're looking for your current project, as well as Milwaukee tools. We can also help you with most motorsport, RV, and vehicle battery needs at your local Napa Auto Parts store in Heber City.
Napa know-how. Napa know-how. Napa know-how. Napa know-how.
Wasatch High School Sports is on the radio.
Pitching change brought to you by Gravity Coalition, offering the best in bikes, skis, snowboards, skateboards, and more in the Heber Valley. Stop on in for sales and services. Visit them at their store in Midway, or visit them at their store, or visit them online at gravitycoalition.com. This is a cool shop. On the mound now is going to be Parks Card. They'll be facing Otis Sweat, one away with a runner on first. 3 runs in the inning for Wasatch, 5 runs on the scoreboard overall. Wasatch leads 5-0 here in the top of the second. Pickoff move, first we've seen from the lefty who's on the mound. Sweat's able to get back easily. Colden Hafen on deck. Swing and a miss. Ball that's a little bit up in the zone. Moves the count to 1-1.
It's a good spot on that pitch. Just too enticing, right? You teach your pitchers, you can get that fastball right around the hands. It's just hard for the hitter to lay off.
That one misses high and outside. Ball 2, 2-1 the count. Sweat again with his first start in the game. He's had some innings behind the dish and had a couple of at-bats as his first start. That one misses everything. Ball's going to go to the backstop, and Sweat will advance to second base easy on the wild pitch. Pitcher asks for a new ball. Is that a sign of maturity there, Ty? Like, oh, that was the ball's fault. That ended up a little bit high and outside.
Just a bit outside. It had to be the ball because it couldn't be the pitcher. Right? That's just
3-1 the count. One of the good baseball movies is For Love of the Game, and at the end of the game when his arm's sore and he asks for a new ball and the crowd starts booing him and he goes, "Yeah, I'm stalling, but I don't care." Second time Otis has been able to reach base, was hit by a pitch in his first at bat, walks here. Kyron Stocking will come in as a speed-up runner, so still only one away.
Plenty of tricks to the game to stall, right, and get yourself a little time to do whatever you need. Slow walk from a coach out there to the mound.
Giving a whole lot of signs at third base.
That's one that we saw, when you got a pitcher in a rhythm. Coach put down about a minute's worth of signs to try to get your pitcher out of a good rhythm.
This one misses high and outside as well. So Card comes set, takes one look. Good leads across the board. Wasatch is going to go. It's a double steal, easy double steal once again for Wasatch. Been running out well in this tournament. Blake Sweat and Kyron Stocking both with stolen bases. So now runners on second and third, one away, and a 2-0 count here to Hafen.
Safe to say Coach McCoy's style is aggressive. Tyler, watching this first weekend, aggressive at the plate and aggressive when you're on the base paths.
That one in there for a strike, so 2-1 the count. Hafen is DHing. Grounded out to the first baseman in his first at bat. Big swing and a miss here. Moves the count to 2-2.
Yeah, he had his mind on home run trot there, Tyler. That was a big, big swing.
Deuces, the 2-2, misses high, fills up the count at 3-2 with only one away. Hafen DH'd the first game, played third base in the second game with Bridgeshaw on the mound. Pitched in game 3 and now is DHing again here in game 4. The payoff pitch, check swing, did he go? Did not go. It'll be ball 4. Back-to-back walks here for Card, and that'll load the bases for senior Bridgeshaw.
Another one of those enticing fastballs, Tyler. And this lefty's got a little more velocity, Tyler. And so it's not as much of a rollover lefty, but same rules still apply. You want to be thinking back up the middle and drive the ball the other way as to what Wasatch saw when they faced the lefty just about an hour ago.
Had a single in his first at bat. He doesn't want to go inside out here. He's going to elevate this one to left field. Back. And did he catch it? He did. He caught that thing. Did Wasatch tag? I believe Blake tagged. Hafen did not, so he's going to run back to first base. They did signal an out. And I think we have a dead ball here, and now coaches are running out. Not sure where we're at, but the player for Hurricane is down out there on the warning track. That ball was smoked from Bridger Shaw, and a heck of a catch from the left fielder.
I thought that thing was out of here off the bat. It looked like we had a grand slam, and the fielder made a – if he caught that, that's a heck of a play going up into the wall to get that ball. But it looks like we got an injury timeout. Let's take it. Don't get too many Mirror Lake Station injury timeouts in baseball, but we got one here back in a moment.
Here at Country Gardens and Nursery, we hope that you feel that you are home when you are away from home as you go around our perennial floor checking out the newest and latest for beauty for your garden, as you wander into our indoor plant shop seeing the possibility of what could be yours. Stop by Country Gardens and Nursery, your home away from home. 1401 US 189, Heber City, Utah. And don't forget to check us out on social media for quick tips and tricks throughout the season.
Chad here from Mountain West Trailers. Celebrating 20 years in business, we know you value strength and reliability. Whether it's for work or play, our dump and equipment trailers are built to last. Enclosed cargo trailers for business and fun, or open utility trailers for everything in between. With expert sales, parts, and service, we've got you covered. Mountain West Trailers is always right behind you. Visit us at mountainwesttrailer.com or stop by at 1470 South Highway 40 here in Heber.
Wasatch High School Sports is on the radio.
Well, after the Mirror Lake Station injury timeout, as it stands right now, that was a sacrifice fly for Bridger Shaw. Blake Sweat tagged and scored, so it was a sacrifice fly RBI to make the score now 6-0. Kyron Stocking tagged and advanced from second to third, and Hafen had to return to first base. Don't really blame Hafen. That ball was smoked.
That ball I thought was a grand slam. I was ready to go into home run trot mode with Bridger, but instead I'm gonna tell him he needs to do a few more push-ups. Ty, do 1 or 2 more push-ups and get that thing up and over the wall next time. They've appealed Hurricane to second and third on these tags, Tyler. And the coach, not happy with both of them were called safe. So he's out to have a conversation here with the umpires. It was a great swing from Bridger. Just tight. And again, we're in a blind spot here. Couldn't see exactly where that landed, but had a different trajectory off the bat and looked like that thing was on its way out. Good play from the fielder to go get it.
Ty, little story for history. This same type of play happened, and it did not go Wasatch's way. There was nobody out, bases loaded, fly ball to the outfield. Outfielder caught it, and then they appealed both second and third, and the umpires called both the second guys on second and third out.
For a triple play.
And my argument was, there's only 2 of you. How did one of you see the catch, and then one of you see both guys tagging up at second and third? Triple play. Got threatened to be thrown out of the game. The only time I was threatened that you were putting the dugout
a few times with umpires. Yeah, you're more calm and cool than I am. Ty, the answer they gave, which I found fascinating, is the field umpire is supposed to circle around behind the second base bag. So if he's seeing the catch there on that one, you can see the tag and the catch at the same time, whereas home plate is looking at third base to watch the tag. Nobody's got first base, so no one would have known Hafen whether he had tagged or not on that one, except the fact he's standing on second base when the umpire's looking over there.
Pickoff move's a pretty good one. Hafen's able to get back in time. It's a 2-0 count here to Grant Mahoney.
Often that's not what you see happen with umpires. Just like players get out of position tied, the field umpire sometimes drifts out to where they can see the catch a little bit better as well.
That one misses as well. So 3-0 now the count here to Mahoney, who had a good barrel to the left field in his last at-bat. That one went all the way to the wall, Tyler, as the left fielder caught it, and the reason for the injury is he hit into the wall as he made the play. Really was a really nice play by the left fielder, Matsuoka. 3-0. That one misses everything, gets away from the catcher as well. Stocking's going to try to score from third, beats the pitcher home. Another run comes in for Wasatch. And Wasatch now leads 7-0. Brings up Eddie Bluth for the second time today. Eddie walked in his first at-bat. Comes in with runners on first and second, and Wasatch leading 7-0. A little BYU-Utah action. BYU, is this the best 6-game win streak BYU's ever had? Some have been throwing that out. You got wins against Kansas, At blowout wins against Kansas and West Virginia, a win at Arizona, who is ranked, a win at Iowa State, who is ranked. Ball's going to get away from the catcher again. Good anticipation. Both runners will advance to second and third.
You know, Ty, I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. I think that 2011 Jimmer Fredette team had quite a stretch there themselves. Those Mountain West teams were good back then. I mean, Mountain West is a little watered down now, but getting a couple wins over San Diego State, who was top 5 that year. Some wins over New Mexico, who was top 20. I think people forget UNLV was ranked that year. And they blasted Arizona that year, too, the 2011 team. So I don't know if I'd say it's the best 7-game stretch, but it's up there. It's in the conversation.
2-1 the count here to Eddie Blue with runners on second and third, 2 away. 5 runs already in this inning. This one swung on. It's an inside-out swing. Left fielder's going to come up. How about that? How about that inning for the left fielder, Ty? He catches one going into the wall and then a diving catch to end the inning. Great inning defensively by the left fielder.
That kid saved legitimately 6 runs for Hurricane in that inning. I'm not even sure he knows where he's at. He lost his sunglasses and his hat on that catch and took off, left him out there. The center fielder had to circle around to grab him. He's been pinballing off of fences, bouncing off the ground. That kid just had one heck of an inning, saving some runs for Hurricane.
5 runs, 3 hits, no errors, 2 are left on base. 7-0 going into the bottom of the second.
Check out the Fit Stop Health Club. It's more than a great facility. Their employees and staff create a comfortable, caring, supportive place for men and women of all ages, as well as their families, to work out. They have your tanning beds, massage, and personal trainers. Find your new groove. Jump into their therapy pool with endless laughs. They have Group X classes with nationally certified and specially trained instructors. See what the Fit Stop offers. Go to their website at fitstophealthclub.com. For more information, call 654-2131.
At Heber Park City Appliance, you're getting a dedicated team of professionals who go out of their way to keep your home running smoothly. And when we say team, we're talking about 40 years of winning service and reliability. We're here to boost your at-home satisfaction long after your purchase. So when it's fourth quarter and your fridge goes out, oh man, be confident knowing we're a team that will go the distance for you. Heber Park City Appliance in Heber City. Visit us online at heberappliance.com.
It's game time! Let's do it! Ready? Wasatch High School Sports on the radio with Ty and Ty on 94.5 The Beat.
Bottom of the second brought to you by Big O Tires. Get ready to rev up your savings. Whether you're looking for the best tire deals or unbeatable service specials, you'll find everything you need to keep your vehicle in top shape while keeping more money in your wallet. Wasatch leads 7-0. It's going to be Staley who will be up for the Tigers. They're going to have 5, 6, 7 come up in the bottom half here of the second inning. On deck is the pitcher Card. Max comes set, delivers, working out of the stretch constantly. This one's going to be swung on and elevated to center field. Does Brown see it? I don't think Brown sees it. Nobody saw that one. That one went right into the sun. So it's going to be a leadoff double there for Staley.
Now batting for the Tigers, number 2.
Yeah, he never had that, Tyler. He was kind of just drifting around aimlessly out there in center field and looked over to left at Blake, looking for a little bit of help.
I don't think Blake saw it either.
No, in fact, you look at the way the sun is right now, it's brutal on left field, Tyler, and so it just makes it even more impressive what that Hurricane left fielder was able to do in that last inning, tracking down those 2 balls.
It's going to bring up Parks Card, currently on the mound pitching, lefty. He's going to swing at the first pitch. That one will be lifted foul for strike 1. Good lead at second base. Livingston pauses, tries to go inside, misses inside for ball 1. 1-1 the count. One ball, 1 strike. Sweat sets up on the outside part of the plate. Livingston takes a second look at Staley, delivers, swing, fouled off into the catcher's glove for strike 2.
Max is settling in nicely here, Tyler. getting into a nice little rhythm. Runner on base can sometimes throw you out of rhythm, but he's got right back on the mound. Looked good here.
The 1-2 goes off speed, misses low and outside for ball 2. Nice little slider action that he's gone to a couple of times. Gotten some nice ground balls. Went to it there, just misses. Keeps the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 look, delivers. This one's going to be roped to center field. This time Brown comes up on it. Can't come up with it. It's going to get by him. Runner's going to come in and score. Hurricanes' first run of the game, and Cards off to the races. He's all the way to third base. He's going to be held up at 3. And a triple for Card puts Hurricane on the board, 7-1.
Now batting for the Tigers, number 12, Aaron.
That's a good barrel. Ty, good piece of hitting. Staying inside the baseball, line drive. Brown had a good read on that. Good beat, made that closer than a lot of outfielders will make it. But the miss on the previous batter allows a run to come in.
Still nobody out here in the bottom half of the second. Wasatch build a 7-0 lead, make it now 7-1. Check swing, strike 1 here to Gonzalez, the catcher for Hurricane today.
And Ty, this is obviously just totally speculating here and guesswork, but sometimes when you have a play like the first one where you lose the ball, you start trying to press a little bit to make up for it, right? And with the runner on second, want to go make that catch, try to hold the run from scoring. Whereas if you make that first catch, it's no big deal if you just go body that ball up, don't take a chance to dive on it, leave it to a single, and then it takes 3 hits to get a run across the board, right? But sometimes young players, you start pressing and trying to make up for maybe a mistake that happened on the play before, and it allows mistakes to be compounded.
0-2, tried to overthrow that one a little bit, went way upstairs. 1-2 now the count. Gonzalez steps back into the box. Again, runner on third base. Nobody out here in the bottom of the second. Livingston on the mound for the Wasps. Goes back to the fastball. This one's elevated, this time to shallow center. Tough play once again. Brown comes up, makes the play. Runner's going to stay at third base. Pretty good call by the coach. Pretty good throw there from Brown. 1 away.
Yeah, Coach McCoy trying to direct traffic, Tyler. Looking a little lost out there. Some of his boys not in the right spot. So trying to coach some of these guys, saying, hey, get to the spot you're supposed to be on a ball like that.
Livingston not backing up at home was one of those that you were talking about, Ty. He's going to bring up the left fielder, Lani Matsuoka. See if he can replicate what he did in the field here in the box. 2 of the best defensive plays we've seen in a while out in left field in this last half of the inning. Fastball, it's going to be ground ball. Faller dives, makes the play, stands up, throws it across the diamond. Just off. What a play from Faller. Matsuoka is able to beat out the throw, but a heck of a play there from the sophomore. Dove, got up to his feet and made that really close. It's an infield single and brings in another run.
Yeah, you know what? He deserved to be thrown out on that ball. After taking a couple hits away from Wasatch, would have loved to return the favor. Faller did everything he could to make that play. Fully extended, quickly up to his feet. Great throw over to first base, but the speed too much. Couldn't get him out.
Going to bring up the designated hitter. And they are not on my roster. He's not on my roster. Apologize. Number 32.
Yeah, Ty Zapata.
Oh, that's
actually
right.
The leading hitter on their team, 357 average as a junior.
I think that's
fly ball here into right field. It's going to be handled by Bluth easily on this one, Tyler. Second out.
I'm off on my book. That's why, Ty.
Now batting for the Tigers, number 24, Parker Selby.
Selby steps in, Tyler, with a 333 average. 5 games played, 16 plate appearances, and he can do a little bit of everything, Ty. A couple extra base hits, a few singles, got a couple RBIs, several runs on the year.
Nice job from Sweat. Smothers that one, keeps it in front of him. 2 outs after Zapata popped out to right field. It's going to bring up Parker Shelby. Shelby in his first at bat singled over the second baseman's head. And that one barely misses for ball 2. 2-0 now the count. Wasatch has given up 2 in the inning.
Just down, but it shows you what a good catcher can do to make you think it's a strike, right? I mean, Otis working up on that ball. And if you watch the way Otis receives it, Tyler, he's going to put the the target up to his pitcher, and then when the pitcher starts into the motion, he's going to curl it down, kind of a quarter C motion, and he'll put it down in the dirt. And then he'll locate where that ball's coming and then go get it coming up and under the pitch. And that's a trick of the trade for a catcher. Ball 4 here, Tyler, is that makes it look more appealing to the umpire. If you have a catcher just stick their glove up there and hold it the entire time, even the best MLB pitchers miss their location on an average of 14 inches per pitch. And so you can imagine high schoolers, they rarely hit their spot exactly where they need to. So if your catcher's moving in and out and all over the place, up and down, it just makes it look much less appealing to the umpire. So you teach them to start working up and go attack it coming up, and it looks much better to the umpire when you receive it.
It's going to bring up McCauley. McCauley takes strike 1, grounded out to Salmon in his first at bat. Really nice play from the sophomore at second base to the glove hand side. Fowler will shift over and try to keep the runner at second base close. 7-2 the score here in the bottom of the second. Livingston 3 looks, goes with the off speed, misses outside for ball 1. 1-1 the count. One look delivery this time, too high. 2-1 now the count. Starting to get a little colder, Ty, with that wind, with the sun going down.
The wind keeps rolling, and it gets chilly.
Didn't think I needed a hoodie, a jacket, and my electronic heater coat down in Hurricane, but glad I brought all of them.
We got to build a fire here by the 5th inning. That's how it feels right now. It doesn't look that way on the camera, Tyler. It looks like a beautiful night for baseball, but it's on the crisp, chilly side.
Deuces, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away here in the bottom of the second. Wasatch holding on to a 7-2 lead. Giving up 2 runs in the inning. The 2-2 off-speed pitch elevated to right center field. Eddie Bluth on his wheels. This is a good hit ball. Eddie Bluth can't come up with it.
He did.
Oh, he did come up with it. I didn't see him come up with it. Man, we're seeing some great defensive plays in the outfield. Eddie Bluth with the great play over the left-handed shoulder, and Wasatch is able to get out of the inning.
That's a really good play, Tyler. That's not on the glove side, so he's having to reach back across the body to haul that ball in. What a play, traveling a long ways into that right center gap to haul that ball in.
Unlock your potential at Bonnie Joseph Academy, your local beauty school. Explore the art of cosmetology, barbering, hair design, basic aesthetics, master aesthetics, and nail tech programs. Visit bonniejosephacademy.edu to learn more and enroll today. Financial aid is available for qualifying students, and we offer flexible schedules and distant education options. Transform your passion into a rewarding career at Bonnie Joseph Academy, where beauty meets expertise. Bonnie Joseph Academy, Heber City.
Hungry for mouth-watering, all-American comfort food? Look no further. Chubby's has just opened in Heber Valley, bringing you award-winning burgers and cheesesteaks made from 100% premium black Angus beef. With 9 Utah locations, our family-owned and operated restaurant knows how to satisfy your cravings. And don't forget to treat yourself to our delicious desserts. Come taste the difference today at Chubby's, located at 220 North Main Street. Chubby's Cafe, your neighborhood destination for the food you crave.
Wasatch High School Sports is on the radio.
Top of the third brought to you by Mirror Lake Station, your one-stop shop for gas, groceries, and goodies, located at 2nd North Main in Camas on your way up Mirror Lake Station Highway, winners of Best In-State Donuts. Braxton Fowler, followed by Jack Salmon, and then top of the order at Austin Brown to lead it off here in the top of the third. Double for Fowler in his last at-bat to the left center field gap. Fouls off the first pitch.
Yeah, it was his best swing of this young season, Tyler, that last at-bat.
Takes ball 1 on the second pitch. It's a 1-1 count. Wasatch leading 7-2. Scored 2 in the first, 5 in the second, and then gave up 2 in the bottom half of the second inning. That one's in there for a strike. Moves the count 2-1-2. Ty, correct me if I'm wrong, but going back to the last game, they didn't score in the first 2 innings, but then I think Wasatch has put up crooked numbers since. In the third, the fourth, the fifth, and now, and the 6th inning, and then first and second innings here. Swing and a miss is going to be a strike 3 call, and that'll bring up Jack Salmon 1 away.
Yeah, Ty, and they're doing it in a plethora of ways. Singles, extra base hits, getting hit by pitches, walks, stealing. You've talked about they've been running at will here in this tournament, and they've been able to produce a lot of runs by being aggressive.
That one bounces off of the plate for ball 1 to Jack Salmon, who had a nice barrel in his first at bat. Nice play that was made by the third baseman. Ball 2, so 2-0 now the count. Pretty good arm here on the mound for Hurricane from left-hand side, a little bit more velocity.
Yeah, Ty, he's got good stuff.
Swing and fouled off. 1-2-1 now the count.
I categorize it as a jumping fastball,
Yeah,
too. It
yeah.
jumps on you a little bit. So not only coming from the left side, gets that little tail whipping action on his pitch, but good velocity.
2-1. This one swung on down the right-hand side, and that one is going to stay foul. 2-2 now the count. It's been interesting watching these balls hit to right field. Normally, you just see them keep tailing, and I think the wind just kind of takes them and straightens them out. We've seen a couple of times Wasatch players thinking that it was foul, and they start to run because it looks like might signal back in. Still 2-2 the count with one away. Nobody on base here for Wasatch, leading 7-2. That one hits the grass in front of the circle of dirt, and that's going to move the count to 3-2.
Everyone's jumping out of the way there. Never a good sign for the pitcher if the umpire's turning sideways, trying to scoot out of the way of the ball when it's coming.
Nice swing from Salmon. Gets it over the shortstop's head. Single for Jack Salmon, his first hit of his high school career. And Wasatch has a runner on base.
Yeah, good swing from Jack.
Now batting for Wasatch.
He's got good speed, too. Keep an eye on him on the base paths.
It's going to bring up Austin Brown. Brown in his last at bat crushed a ball that went off the big monster out in right field. Would have been out of any other ballpark here in the state. Instead, it's kept in bounds by a 50-foot fence. This time, though, he's going to go the opposite way with it. Pretty swing. He smokes that one into left field. Another single. Back-to-back singles here for Wasatch. And they got runners on first and second, one away.
You know, I've been watching just with a little curiosity on Brown's swing style. It's been all pull heavy. All of his big shots that he's had so far in the tournament have been hit hard, but to the right side of the field. And as a lefty, he's pulling that ball. And wondering how he can do staying inside of a ball, driving it the other way. Because as he continues to build his name in the state, you're going to have a lot of shifts that start working on that. And he's going to get pitched outside, trying to keep the ball away from being able to allow him to pull it. That's a great sign right there, just driving it. He hit it well. Tyler, was a line drive the other way. Nice, easy single. And that's the difference between 400 and 500 batting average for kids like Brown in their career.
Blake Sweat's going to swing at this one. It's going to be elevated to center field. Another good barrel. Blake was 2 for 2. Another nice line drive. This one just carries too much. Center fielder comes up, makes the play. 2 away. Going to bring up the number 3 hitter, Otis Sweat. Got beamed in his first at bat and then got walked in his second at bat. So 2 for 2 on the on base side. Yet to have an official at bat. Comes out with runners on first and second, 2 away. Good lead for Brown at first base with the first baseman playing behind him. Good secondary lead from Salmon. First pitch is in there for ball 1. 1-0 the count. Quick pitch here from Card. Not able to land it. Moves the count to 2-0. Card takes a look at Salmon, takes a second look, now delivers the 2-0 with a high late kick. Sorry, it's going to be a pickoff move. Wasatch is beginning good secondaries. Good job there from Salmon of recognizing he's able to get back to the bag safely. Keeps the count at 2-0. I think it's ready for another layer tie for me. I'm ready for in-between innings. The 2-0. That one's up out of the zone again. 3-0 the count. Being careful with the number 3 hitter that hasn't been in the lineup yet this weekend.
You know, Ty, he's an intimidating-looking hitter, though. He's tall. He's just got a little extra movements. You know, you've seen the way he catches. Just kind of has these mannerisms that makes it look like he's in control and command.
That one gets by the catcher, but it's ball 4 anyway. So everybody advances, and that'll load up the bases now for senior Colton Hafen. Comes into the box in his first 2 at-bats, grounded out to the first baseman and walked. Ground out to the first baseman was a productive at-bat, moved the runners from first and second to second and third, and then they ended up scoring later on in the inning. Bases juiced now. Kyron Stocking comes once again in to run for Sweat. Card back into the windup, misses high for ball 1.
Yeah, he looks like he's about lost.
Tired.
I think
yeah.
Hurricanes coach sees it as well. Ty, going to make a mound visit.
That's one where it's not the ball's fault on that one. Trip to the mound once again brought to you by Mirror Lake Station. We'll go ahead and take a timeout. Wasatch bases loaded, 2 outs here in the top of the 3rd.
Wasatch County Council member and a member of the Caring Community Coalition. Did you know that kids are at a greater risk of experimenting with alcohol and drugs between the hours of 3 and 6 p.m.? Many parents are still at work this time of day. Check in with your kids. Find out where your kids will be, who they'll be with, and what they will be doing. Brought to you by Wasatch Behavioral Health and the Caring Community Coalition.
Hi, this is Corbin Gordon from Gordon Law Group. I commonly get approached by people with the same question. Hey, do you guys do a particular type of law? The answer is almost always, yeah, we do that. We are the Valley's only full-service law firm that has been in business for over 20 years. We have 5 experienced attorneys who do estate work, litigation, business formation, real estate, water law, divorce, criminal defense, and many others. Gordon Law Group, yeah, we do that.
Hey, Heber Valley, whether you're cheering on our high school team or enjoying a day in our beautiful valley, our community is stronger when we love local. Our local businesses are the heartbeat of Heber Valley, from your favorite cafe to the shop on the corner. When you shop local, you're supporting your neighbors and investing in the future of our community. So next time you're out and about, show some love. Shop, dine, and explore right here in Heber Valley. Brought to you by the Heber Valley Chamber of Commerce. Remember, love local. It makes all the difference. Visit gohebervalley.com/shop.
It's game time! Let's do it! Ready? Wasatch High School Sports on the radio with Ty and Ty on 94.5 The Beat.
Pitching change once again brought to you by Mirror Lake Station. Bases loaded here for Wasatch, 2 away in the top of the 3rd inning. Haven't scored here in the top of the 3rd. Scored 2 in the first, 5 in the second. Gave up 2 in the second, so that's where it stands at 7-2.
Now pitching for the
Count for Hafen is 1-0.
Batting number 20, Colden Hafen.
Bridger Shaw on deck. Hafen had a nice double against Skyview off the wall and right side. See if he can come up with another 2-out RBI. That one misses low and away. New pitcher is Lani Matsuoka. The left fielder made a couple of nice plays in left field. See what he can do on the mound. Good velocity so far with the fastball. Misses on that one. 2-0 the count. 3-0 is fouled off. Hafen a little behind that one. 2-1 the count.
Yeah, Ty, I think it's telling where these two teams are at compared to the others. When you look at Game 4 pitching, what Wasatch and Hurricane are putting out here compared to what you saw with Skyview and Logan, these teams have a little bit more depth to their rosters.
Pitch way below the knees, but he gets the called strikes. That's going to put the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. Deuces. Matsuoka back into the windup. Shakes. And delivers the 2-2. Goes with the off speed. Low and outside. Ball 3. Runners will get a head start now. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. Wasatch has been good in these situations so far in the tournament. Runners go. Full count. Never mind. Runners don't go. But it's ball 4 anyway.
It'll be a walk there. Bridger's put a couple great swings on the ball here this game, Tyler. Say maybe your best bat in the lineup so far in this game. So nice to see him coming up with the bases loaded again. Last time bases loaded, hit it all the way to the wall. Hopefully he did a couple push-ups there in the dugout, see if we can get it over this time.
Wasatch scores once again. They've now scored going back to the game before in 7 straight innings. That one misses low and away, ball 1. They had a new pitcher come in with a 1-0 count, if you remember, Ty, and so I think that threw off the base runners a little bit. 1-0, make it 2-0. That one misses low and away. Grant Mahoney on deck. The 2-0. Gets that one right below the knees. Makes the count 2-1.
It's a good one to leave. Tie with the 2-0 count. Probably not the fastball you're hunting.
2-1. Bridger, big swing, fouls it off. Moves the count to 2 balls, 2 strikes.
That one might have been the one you were hunting, Ty, just a little ahead of it. Left that one hovering a little bit up in the zone. Looked like it was floating middle in, which is what Bridger loves to feast on.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. The pitch gets him on the outside corner, strike 3. Wasatch able to produce 1 run in the inning, making the score 8-2 as we go into the bottom of the 3rd.
A home equity line of credit from UCCU makes it easy to access the equity in your home. And right now, UCCU is offering home equity lines of credit with no fees or closing costs. With increased home values, there is more equity to use for whatever you need. A wedding, a remodel, or whatever comes up. It's your equity, so it's entirely up to you. Start your application or learn more at uccu.com. Low rates, no fees, faster than ever. UCCU, love where you bank.
Big O Tires in Heber is your one-stop shop for tires and service. What was once Point S is now Big O Tires. Same service, but different name. We're locally owned and operated and want to help you get your vehicle ready to road trip this summer. Stop in for all your name brand tires, oil changes, alignments, brakes, batteries, shocks, struts, and a whole lot more. Plus, Big O Tires offers financing options to fit any budget or any situation. Visit us today. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
Wasatch High School Sports is on the radio.
Bottom of the 3rd brought to you by Heber Appliance. When it's 4th down and your fridge goes out, turn your let down into a touchdown at Heber Appliance. Increase your home satisfaction with Heber Appliance Furniture and Mattress. We are your hometown team. Leading it off here for the Hurricane Tigers will be the right fielder, Brendan Hoffman. His first at bat, walked. Steps in on the right-hand side of the batter's box. Livingston still on the mound for Wasatch. Misses high for ball 1. Swings at the next one. That's a foul ball. Moves count to 1-1. See a little bit of Mark Pryor in Livingston out there on the mound. Kind of a tall, kind of straight down the mound, up and over the top.
Yeah, I like his stuff, Tyler. I think if he can consistently throw strikes for you, he's going to be a very valuable arm for this team this year.
That one misses low in front of the plate. Moves the count to 2-1. Players didn't live up to the hype. Mark Pryor's got to be up there, Ty, right? I mean, there was a lot of hype surrounding Mark Pryor when he came into the league.
Yeah, he was pretty good for
He was pretty good. Swing and a miss. Strike 2, 2-2 now the count.
You want to categorize Mike Trout in that category yet, Ty?
No, I was corrected by looking at the stats. We had this conversation last week, and he's had an okay career. Hasn't won a playoff series, though. Mark Pryor's won a playoff series.
The way they talked about Trout coming in, though, Ty, he's a below 300 career hitter. And he's missing
right on the cusp. Wasn't like 299, isn't he? Where is that?
Yeah, I'm not going to bring that up. Yeah, below 300 career hitter. 299.
Full count, gets him swinging. Strike 3. Livingston, a good start of the bottom half of the 3rd inning. That is Livingston's first strikeout of the season.
Now batting for the Tigers, number 1, Taylor.
I think probably before you go Mike Trout, you may go Bryce Harper, right? And hard to say a guy's overrated who's got some MVPs in his pocket, but
yeah, you'd put Bryce Harper in there? Made it to a World Series.
A lot of hype about Bryce Harper coming in, Ty.
Man, that's
when
brutal.
He got the LeBron.
I was going to go like Steven Strasburg. Like Steven Strasburg, I felt like got a lot of hype. And
he had 2 kids at the age of 16 that Sports Illustrated was pumping on. Sports Illustrated saying they were the future of the league, and one just passed 50,000 points, and one's a career 260 hitter or whatever Bryce Harper is.
By base knock here from Nolan, the pitcher, or starting pitcher, excuse me. He singles up the middle. Hurricane continues to fight, down 6, 8-2, 1 away. It's going to bring up the shortstop, Staley. Man, Bryce Harper Overrated? What were we saying here? Just didn't live up to the hype?
Didn't live up to the hype.
What has he got? Two MVPs and a World Series appearance?
World Series titles.
I think
Team won it as soon as he left.
I think Harper may not have the overall. Well, yeah, I'm a Bryce Harper fan, so I guess I'll defend that one a little bit. Luka LeBron, is that the NBA title formula, Ty? They've won 8 straight, playing at the Celtics tonight.
The NBA would love to get the Celtics and the Lakers in the finals again for the 19th time or whatever that would be.
Did you happen to see what Jokic did last night?
No.
30 points, 20-plus boards, 20 assists.
Whoa, that's quite the line.
That's not bad. Strike one here, 2-1 now the count to the shortstop, Staley. Gets him to chase at one in the dirt. Nice job from Sweat of smothering that one. Keeps it in front of him, moves the count to 2-2. Keeps the runner at first base as well.
Sweat lost his IFB. Going to have to put that thing back in. A little tweak in the high school rules a couple years ago. Catchers can wear earpieces. Coaches communicate with them.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Livingston takes a peek, delivers, goes back to the off speed, too far inside, and it's going to go off the leg of Staley. That's hit by pitch, puts 2 runners on base. It's going to earn a Mirror Lake Station trip to the mound from Coach McCoy. Mentioned before the game, Ty, about 3 innings maybe for Livingston in his first time out, sitting at 2 1/3. Coach McCoy coming out talking a little mechanics with Max. I think Coach McCoy's a lefty too, Ty. I think they have plenty of guys to throw a little lefty BP. There, as you were mentioning. We're going to go ahead and lead Livingston in. It's thrown well, gave up 2 in the second inning, and now has runners on first and second, 1 out. It's going to bring up again Card, who's now playing left field. Lefty. His last at bat, he tripled. Ball that landed right in front of the outfielder and then got by him. Brought in a run, and then he ended up scoring as well. Nice hit up the middle last time for Card. This one's going to be a ground ball to Mahoney. Mahoney does a good job of smothering it. Steps on the bag, opting instead of going for the double play.
Yeah, again, the safe out, right? Minimizing the inning. Where he received that ball, that's going to be a hard ball to throw into second base. You got to kind of step and clear aside. And so while you might think, yeah, let's get 2 out of that, it's just going to be tough to get 2 on that ball.
And again, a 6-run lead. We talked a lot about minimize the inning, keep runs to a minimum when you have multiple guys on base before 1 out. Good job there from Mahoney. We're going to bring up Aaron Gonzalez. Gonzalez in his last at bat popped out to the center fielder Brown. A series of 3 balls that were hit to Brown all in a row back in the second. This one's going to be a foul ball to the Wasatch side. Lights are on now here at Hurricane. Sun is down. Feels like we're in Heber Valley.
Yeah, a little cold time, but this is it's kind of to the point now where you can see a little better. The last 15 to 20 minutes was that twilight in between sunset and the lights really kicking in here. It's hard to kind of pick up the baseball in that time period. I think it's going to be a little easier for the guys to see the ball at this point in the game.
1-1 the count as that one misses low. Your Utah Hockey Club dropped a big one last night, tying overtime.
Overtime to a not-so-good team in Chicago.
1-1. Pitch at the belt, a little bit high. 2-1 now the count.
Yeah, they're trying to make a late playoff push. The Hockey Club, that's going to hurt their chances, though, Ty.
Still not sold on the Jazz. See, Walker Kessler had a stat line for the first time since Dikembe Mutombo, Ty. 8 blocks the other night, Walker Kessler. That one's in there for a strike. Moves count to 2-2.
Yeah, but it wasn't one of those clean stat lines. It's always one of those random ones. Like the first guy who's done 15, 20,
but you got
8.
You
right?
got
Well,
Dikembe Mutombo, and then Collier's putting up John Stockton numbers, Ty, at the point guard position in his rookie year. 2-2. Goes upstairs, too far upstairs. Full count.
They're excited about him as point guard, aren't they?
Has more 20-point, 10 assist games in his rookie season than any other Jazz man. I think that's what the stat line was. Full count, 2 outs, the payoff. Doesn't get him to chase. That'll load the bases.
Well, this is kind of an important stretch here, Tyler. 8-2 lead. It's a comfortable lead for Wasatch, but still a lot of game left. And if you're Hurricane, just keep chipping away, right? Keep chipping away at this thing and extend this game out. See if you can deplete Wasatch and their pitching and their arms.
Matsuoka comes up to the plate, number 9 hitter, singled in his last at bat. To the 5-6 hole. It was a great play from Fowler, just couldn't get it over there in time. Now on the mound for the Hurricane Tigers. Made 2 nice plays in left field, saving at least 2 runs in that stretch. Wind starting to pick up a little bit here at Hurricane. First pitch is in for a strike, gets him to chase the second one, so that moves the count to 0-2.
Bases loaded. You don't want to mess around here, Tyler. Can't leave this pitch too good, but you also don't want to get too cute.
Pitch gets him to chase it, a strikeout, second of the game, and Max Livingston gets out of the inning with the bases loaded. No runs for the Tigers, and it stays 8-2 as we go into the 4th.
Hey there, Heber City. Are you tired of dings, dents, and scrapes ruining the beauty of your beloved vehicle? Look no further than Robards Collision, the ultimate destination for all your auto body needs. At Robards Collision, they've been offering top-notch collision repairs and outstanding customer service. Their team of expert technicians is passionate about bringing your car back to its original glory, no matter the size of damage. Their state-of-the-art facility is equipped with cutting-edge technology, ensuring precise and accurate repairs. They handle it all with precision and care.
Are you ready for lunch? Well, the Dairy King, home of the train, is serving the best food with friends and family in the Valley and have been the winner of Best of State for 20 years. They've recently been named the best of Utah for their milkshakes. You've got to try their delicious train burger with an Oreo shake. They also have those yummy salads that just hit the spot, or a turkey breast sandwich that tickles the taste buds. They've proudly been serving the Heber Valley for 78 years at the Dairy King, home of the train, serving deliciousness daily. Stop in today.
We at Guild Mortgage help people build personal wealth through real estate, be it your first home, next home, dream home, or investment property. At Guild Mortgage, we help you refinance for that lower interest rate, shorter term, or home remodel. At Guild Mortgage, we help you plan for retirement by owning multiple investment properties and can even add to your retirement plan with a reverse mortgage. We at Guild Mortgage believe everyone can own what matters.
It's game time! Let's do it! Ready?
Wasatch High School Sports on the radio with Ty and Ty on 94.5 The Beat.
Top of the 4th, brought to you by Bonnie Joseph Academy, dedicated to providing the highest quality education to students and making sure they are fully prepared for a successful career in the beauty industry. It'll be Grant Mahoney, Eddie Bluth, Braxton Fowler, 6-7-8, due up for the Was as they lead 8-2. Nice pitch below the knees, called a strike. Umpires liking to call that low and below the knees for Matsuoka. A little off-speed pitch. Mahoney gets a piece of it, fouls it down the line for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Matsuoka, end of the windup, delivers the 0-2. That one's too low. Gets by the catcher for ball 1. 1-2 the count. Grant tries to go inside out into a little bit of the Bermuda Triangle area. Second baseman comes over. Zapata makes the play for the first out of the inning.
Yeah, good range. He saw that ball all the way. It kind of got up over the lights, Tyler. Disappeared a little bit in the sky, but he tracked that well the entire way.
Batting for Wasatch, number 2.
Going to bring up Eddie Bluth. Walked in his first at bat, lined out to the left fielder. A diving catch by Matsuoka, who's now on the mound. Pretty good barrel from Bluth. Better play from the left fielder. Pitch, once again, right below the knees, called strike 1.
Yeah, if you can consistently hit that spot, umpires are going to give it to you. I think if you're Wasatch, you still spit on that for the first strike and make him do it a couple times.
1-1 the count, one away. Eddie Bluth with Braxton Fowler on deck. Wasatch leading 8-2. 2 runs in the first, 5 runs in the second, and 1 run in the third. Hurricane, no runs in the first and third, did push across 2 runs in the second. Wind up from Matsuoka, delivers, swung on, and that one is going to stay in play, but foul for strike 2.
Again, a wind ball coming into play there, Tyler. That one I think normally is going to easily leave the yard, but it's been a steady breeze the entire weekend here, pushing from the north down to the south.
1 ball, 2 strikes. That one misses high and outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. A little confusion with the count. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Matsuoka back into the windup. Delivers. Swung on, fouled off, stays alive, keeps the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2, it's going to be a ground ball to the shortstop. Staley comes through on the run, sets the feet, throws across the diamond in time. Nice play by the shortstop, Staley. 2 away here in the top of the 4th.
Batting for Wasatch, number 13, Braxton Fowler.
Braxton Fowler will come up to the plate. Doubled, had an RBI double earlier in the game. First pitch of the at-bat is above. Ooh, called strike. Pretty big zone right now.
When you go from that low strike
Go below the knees to above the belt. That's a tough zone. No balls, 1 strike here for Fowler. That one's in there for a strike. Moves the count to no balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, and what you want if you're a coach here with the umpires, you just don't want to have to guess, right? You can adjust to the zones, and as long as they're consistent, you can make anything work.
That one doesn't get close. Move the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. The wind up on the 1-2. Misses inside. Moves the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes with 2 away.
Yeah, tried to go with that breaking pitch again. Fowler ready for it that time.
Fowler calls time after a little bit of a pause in the action here. Pitcher's been working at a good pace. This time decides to pause a little bit.
Curious to see where they go on this one, Tyler. We're 2-2 count, whether he wants to go breaking ball or fastball. He's thrown a couple breaking pitches already. I'd be surprised if he didn't come back fastball.
The 2-2 does come back fastball, but it's high and outside for ball 3. Fills up the count at 3-2. Third pitcher of the game here for Hurricane in the top of the 4th. Working off of 25 pitches now on the game for Matsuoka. Takes a deep breath, delivers the payoff, swung on and fouled off to the right side. We'll keep the count at 3-2.
Yeah, it's a good defensive swing there from Braxton. Foul off a pretty good pitch. Fight to get another one over here.
Another payoff. That one misses too low. A nice at bat there from Fowler, and Wasatch has a base runner trying to produce something with 2 outs. And it'll bring up Jack Salmon. Had his first hit of the season, grounded out in his first at bat, and then singled on a line drive to the center fielder in his last at bat. See if Fowler gets put in motion. Wasatch has been aggressive on the base pass so far today. First time we've seen Matsuoka work out of the stretch. That one gets inside, gets away from the catcher, so Fowler will be able to advance without having to steal the base on the pass ball. Duck on the pond here for Wasatch, trying to produce a run with 2 outs.
Yeah, now with 2 outs, that's an advantage for you. If you're Fowler, you can just go on contact and should be able to score on any hit at this point as long as it leaves the infield.
Trip to the mound this time brought to you by Gravity Coalition. Catcher wanting to talk things over. Salmon back into the box with Austin Brown on deck. One ball, no strikes, 2 away. Good lead for Fowler at second base. Neither shortstop or second baseman are holding him on. Wouldn't be surprised to see him take third base. That one misses high, gets away from the catcher again. Fowler will advance again. That ball was high, and another pass ball is going to allow Fowler to take third base.
Wasatch has been able to score in every inning here, Ty. See if they can sneak one across with a 2-out walk, turn it into a run, or get a little rally. Maybe get more than one here.
2-0 the count. That one's inside. Another one that gets away from the catcher. Not far enough. Fowler will stay at third base. Now a 3-0 count.
Well, Ty, we've mentioned already a couple times, it's pretty cold out here. And what you start getting to have happen is sometimes these gloves can get stiff, especially catching behind the plate when you're out there in the cold. Just got to keep that glove moving, keep it kind of loose and warm. Otherwise, the ball can start popping out a little bit like you're seeing there. A couple times it's hit in there pretty clean, but the catcher's struggling to squeeze it.
The 3-0. He gets the green light with the 3-0. It's elevated to right field, right at the right fielder, and he'll make the play. Wasatch goes scoreless for the first time in 7 innings in this tournament. It's still 8-2 as we go into the bottom of the 4th.
Timberline Ace Hardware is committed to helping their neighbors and their communities, and because they're in the neighborhood, they can deliver almost anything you need. So shop in store or online for whatever your home or yard needs. Choose from top brands like Milwaukee, Stihl, Traeger, and Benjamin Moore. Then pick up in store, curbside, or they'll deliver your order right to your home. Around the block, what you need in stock with people that know how to help. Timberline Ace Hardware, serving the community for over 50 years.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Hey Wasatch, it's Nicole with Mountain Refined. We are so excited to be supporting our local teams and all the sports that you guys are into. We wanted you to know a little piece of what we have. You can come on down, grab teacher gifts, protein powder, and even rent that tuxedo for junior prom. Did you guys know that? Shop local and support us. We love being a part of this community. Go Wasatch, 480 North Main Street, right here in Heber.
It's game time! Let's do it! Ready?
Wasatch High School Sports on the radio with Ty and Ty on 94.5 The Beat.
Bottom of the 4th brought to you by Gravity Coalition, offering the best in bikes, skis, snowboards, skateboards, and more in the Heber Valley. Stop on in for sales and services. Visit them at their store in Midway or visit them at gravitycoalition.com. This is a cool shop.
Max has pitched a good game so far, Tyler, leading 8-2 in this one. Try to get a 4th inning out of him here. Wasatch still has not used Braxton Fowler on the mound in this tournament. And Braxton in the offseason was working through some arm struggles, Tyler, as far as injuries, but talked to him, said he felt like he was healthy and ready to go, but if you can buy him a little more time without needing to stretch that arm yet, I think he'll be in a good spot for Wasatch, give him a little more time to heal. And Max has looked good. Keep riding this wave as long as you can.
Emiliano Zapata comes up to the plate. Called strike, swing and a miss strike. Zapata on the game today. Ground out, pop out in his first 2 at-bats. No balls, 2 strikes. This one's going to be swung on, ground ball. Bridger Shaw fields it cleanly over at third base, throws it across the diamond. Nice play by the senior third baseman.
Yeah, Bridger has looked good over there, Tyler. I think most of his life he's played up the middle, second base and shortstop. Moving him over to third here this year, and he's looked natural at that position. Made some good plays moving to his backhand side and the glove hand side today.
One away here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. It's going to bring up Shelby. Parker Shelby on the game today. Singled on a line drive to right center and then walked in his last at-bat, so he's reached base both times. Takes ball 1. That one's in there for a strike. Ball 1, strike 1. 1-1 the count. The pitch. A little bit of some movement on that one, but it's just above the belt for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Yeah, it kind of looked like a similar pitch to what we saw called against Wasatch last inning, but Ty, you got a shorter batter up at the box. Zone's a little bit reduced.
Inside corner, gets it. 2 balls, 2 strikes here to Shelby. Wasatch again holding on to a 6-run lead in the bottom of the 4th. 8-2 the score. Shouldn't have a time limit on this one. Home team, last game of the tournament. I think this one will go the full 7 unless Wasatch can go on a run. That one misses low and away. Ball 3. 3 balls, 2 strikes here to Shelby. Livingston comes set, delivers the 3-2. It's a line drive the opposite way. It's a nice piece of hitting. Shelby gets the right field side. He's going to round first. He's going to try to leg this one out for a triple. He's rounding second. He'll have an easy triple. Nice hit here from Shelby, and Hurricane has a triple with 1 out here in the bottom of the 4th.
Yeah, good sharp line drive over the first baseman's head, and the ball just got buried in the corner over by the foul pole. Booth did a good job hustling over, but Ty, you called it perfectly. Stand-up triple that could have rounded and thought about going home.
He's going to bring up the first baseman, McCauley. Steps in on the left-hand side of the batter's box. Hurricane trying to get back into this one. Fell down 7-0 after the first 2 innings. Were able to score 2 in the bottom of the 2nd. Gave up 1. And that's where we stand right now at 8-2.
Yeah, Wasatch was on the verge of really busting this game wide open. If you remember, Tyler Bridger-Shaw had bases loaded, hit a ball to the wall in left field. Looked like it might leave for a moment. And then Jack Bluth shortly after had a ball that was a diving catch in left field too. Both of those with runners in scoring position. And Ty, that would have broken this thing into a 11, 12-run game for Wasatch in the 2nd inning. Those 2 plays really changed this game.
8-2. This one's elevated to right field. It's going back, and see ya later. It clears both fences, and the 2-run home run from McCauley cuts this lead to 8-4.
That ball was destroyed, Tyler. That thing's up and over that tall wall in right field. First one we've seen leave the yard over in right field in over a decade of watching baseball here at Hurricane High School. I frankly think it caught Hurricane by surprise too, Ty. I don't think they see a lot of home runs over that fence. Team out to celebrate that one.
And it's not a very strong wind either. That ball was just crushed. Looking up at the flag, I mean, there's still a wind happening there, but that ball was smoked. 8-4, Hurricanes not going away. Going back, Ty, to that Tragan Shaw story we shared yesterday where Tragan ended up having to throw a guy out at home to force extra innings, and Wasatch ultimately got the win. But Wasatch had a big lead in that one as well, and Hurricane just gradually chipped away at it. This Hurricane team not going to go away. Strike 1 here to the right fielder, Hoffman.
Well, I think what you'll get with Hurricane, Tyler, is it's a team that's not going to be intimidated because they play in such a good league that it's normal, right? It's normal to see good batters. It's normal to see good pitching, and you just have to play the full 7 innings and try to grind it out. So if your team like Wasatch, you can't fall asleep. You can't get complacent and think you got it in the bag because – yeah, they will come back at you, and they'll throw a punch right back at you. And before you know it, you got yourself a tight ball game.
Livingston does a good job of coming back. Strike 1, foul ball. He's now up 0-2. Goes upstairs at the belt. Doesn't get the call. 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one misses just barely up, I believe. Livingston comes back set, delivers, tries to go upstairs again, misses that time. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The 2-2 misses everything that time, fills up the count at 3-2. The payoff pitch, fouled off again to the right side, keeps the count at 3-2.
It's a good pitch. Another good at bat, though, here for Hurricane. Max is battling on the mound, Tyler, and he's settled in nicely. Throwing a lot of strikes, competing well for the Wasps.
Score sits at 8-4, 1 away. And ring him up on the inside corner. Nice pitch there from Max Livingston. That's his 3rd strikeout of the game. Gets him looking. 2 away here in the bottom of the 4th. I had Max in class, Ty, and I don't think I've seen him say more words than I did right there on that strikeout. He was pumped.
He's a pretty quiet kid when you get him in the classroom, Tyler, but fiery out here on the mound tonight.
It's going to bring up now the Nolan, who is the starting pitcher for Hurricane. He'll take ball 1. 1-0 the count. That one misses low as well. 2-0 now the count. Two balls, no strikes. That one tries to get on the inside. Looked like Sweat tried to make that one look inside. Ends up getting away from him. 3 balls, no strikes. Livingston comes set, delivers on the 3-0. That one's in there for a strike. 3-1 now the count. Wasatch, our broadcasting schedule next week, we are on the air for lacrosse. They dropped their opening game last night 10-5 against Mountain Ridge. We'll have them on the air on Wednesday, and then we're back down in South for Friday, Saturday, 4 games once again for Wasatch as they'll be playing at Desert Hills High School. Another foul ball. Keeps the count at 3 balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, Ty, and next week's weather going to be similar to this weather down here in St. George. Another cold weekend.
Payoff is going to go off of Livingston, but it's going to bounce to Salmon. Salmon can't get it out of his glove quick enough, and Hurricane has another base runner with 2 away. That was a good barrel that went right back at Livingston. Looked like Wasatch was going to catch a break, but Salmon trying to rush to get it out of his glove, wasn't able to come up with it. And another base runner here for Hurricane. Again, still trailing 8-4. Going to bring up the shortstop, Staley. Third time through the lineup here for Hurricane. Seeing a little bit more barrels. 1 look, delivers, outside, ball 1. Livingston takes a peek over at first base. Now will come set. Delivers the 1-0. That one's in the dirt. Again, a great job from Sweat. Smothering that one up. Keeps the runner at first base.
Sweat's played with some great energy, Tyler. I was looking at the previous pitch before this. I've only seen one other player ever do what he just did. After he caught it, then he went between the legs. You see that with the glove to transfer the ball back to his hand. And I'll bet you never guess who the other player was that did it.
Maybe his older brother.
Older brother, yeah. Or you see that. And just caught my eye with the runner on first base. Not sure you want to go that route too often between the legs. Easy to swipe an extra bag on you there. But he's just got so much energy back behind the dish today.
Swing and a miss for strike 1. Next pitch is a ball. So 3 balls, 1 strike here to Staley. Hurricane with 2 runs in the inning, 2 outs. Wasatch trying to get out of the inning, still up by 4. Staley back into the box. Livingston sets the 3-1. Swung on, elevated to deep right field. Bluth going back. Makes the grab. And Wasatch gets out of the inning. 2 runs scored for Hurricane, making the score 8-4 as we go into the top of the 5th.
You'll always find the best deals and expert service at your local Napa Auto Parts store. We offer expert service in helping you find the parts you're looking for your current project, as well as Milwaukee tools. We can also help you with most motorsport, RV, and vehicle battery needs at your local Napa Auto Parts store in Heber City.
Here at Country Gardens and Nursery, we hope that you feel that you are home when you are away from home as you go around our perennial floor checking out the newest and latest for beauty for your garden as you wander into our indoor plant shop, seeing the possibility of what could be yours. Stop by Country Gardens and Nursery, your home away from home. 1401 US 189, Heber City, Utah. And don't forget to check us out on social media for quick tips and tricks throughout the season.
Chad here from Mountain West Trailers. Celebrating 20 years in business, we know you value strength and reliability. Whether it's for work or play, our dump and equipment trailers are built to last. Enclosed cargo trailers for business and fun, or open utility trailers for everything in between. With expert sales, parts, and service, we've got you covered. Mountain West Trailers is always right behind you. Visit us at mountainwesttrailer.com or stop by at 1470 South Highway 40 here in Heber.
Wasatch High School Sports is on the radio.
Top of the fifth, brought to you by Mirror Lake Station, your one-stop shop for gas, groceries, and goodies, located at 2nd North Main in Camas. On your way up Mirror Lake Station Highway, winners of Best In-State Donuts. Austin Brown will lead it off here in the top of the fifth inning. Wasatch leading 8-4. He'll take ball one, strike one. 1-1 the count. Matsuoka still on the mound for the Hurricane Tigers. Swung on and fouled to the left side. Brown with 2 hits today, one off the wall and one to the opposite side. Now up to 8 hits on the season.
That's a pretty good opening weekend, Ty.
That's a pretty good opening weekend. 1-2. Goes and gets one off of the dirt. It's going to take a round hop. It's going to be a tough play. Nice play by the first baseman. Is able to get the pitcher, get it to the pitcher at first base, and he gets the out. 1 away. Interesting. Looked like the pitcher had some words for Brown after he got him out. Umpire heard it. Didn't feel the need to make any comment, I guess, towards it, though.
Wouldn't be the first time these Southern schools
they like to chirp. They like to chirp a little bit.
During a game.
That one misses. Ball one. 1 ball, no strikes. Still a little brisk, cold wind coming from behind us. That one misses low and outside. 2-0 now the count.
Curious which of these schools you feel like talks the most down here, Ty. Hurricane usually doesn't come to mind as one of the chatty teams.
Pineview by far has been the one that's been the chirpiest.
Oh, you think so? Put them over Dixie.
Against us.
Dixie's.
We haven't played Dixie in a while. We've been Desert Hill, Snow Canyon, Pineview. 2-2 now the count. Matsuoka working pretty fast. Kind of quick pitching here a little bit. Blake quickly gets back into the box. It's a 2-2 count with 1 away. Goes back to the off speed, get in the dirt. Ball 3. Full count. Wasatch 1 away. The wind up, the payoff. Swung on, that one's roped at the third baseman. He's not going to handle that one. Another single for Blake Sweat to the left-hand side. Blake a big turn. Thought about taking 2. He'll come back to first base. Nice single on the barrel for Blake Sweat. Wasatch has another base runner here in the top of the fifth. It's going to bring up Otis Sweat. He's reached all 3 times with no plate appearances, or official at-bats, I should say. That one misses. Catcher holds it. Shows up the umpire a little bit there. 1 ball, no strikes.
Well, he's been holding it a few times this inning, Ty. Kind of both sides from time to time here over the last few minutes have been begging for calls.
2 balls, no strikes. Matsuoka looking, it's been really good at just pumping out the strikes. Struggling a little bit here. It's falling behind now, back-to-back batters. Blake Sweat.
Well, no one wants to throw a strike to Otis today.
Finally get a balk.
I'm telling you, Ty, you want some energy infused in this team. You just get Otis out here on the field. Some fun stuff from him here tonight. I don't know what to call that, but he's excited about the balk.
That's the most excited celebration I've seen on a balk call in a long time. Our Hurricane coach wants an explanation for it. It was interesting because it looked to me like a balk, but then when I looked at the foot of Matsuoka, it looked like it was behind the rubber, and I think if you go behind the rubber, you're good.
Yeah.
But they're going to stick with it. A balk call is going to put Wasatch in scoring position. That was the highlight of the weekend right there, was that celebration from Otis.
Got it on film. I can check it out.
2 balls, no strikes. Runner on second base here for Wasatch. The pitch swung on. That one's roped down the right side. It's a fair ball. Blake Sweat's going to try to score from second. He's rounding third and going home. He'll score. Wasatch takes the 9-4 lead. Otis Sweat with the 1-out RBI double. And Wasatch takes the 9-4 lead.
I don't know if you're going to find someone having more fun playing baseball than Sweat down here right now. A little Sweat connection there. Blake in on the score. Otis the RBI double. And now party in the dugout as Sweat comes in, courtesy runner in, Stocking into the game.
Reached base all 4 times. Has a double, RBI. Wasatch has been able to answer each time Hurricane has chipped into the lead. Still only 1 out and still a guy in scoring position. It'll be Colton Hafen who'll step into the box for Wasatch. Matsuoka, little pickoff move. Had Stocking leaning, but not a huge lead from Stocking. He's able to get back without a throwback from the pitcher. Matsuoka sets up, takes a peek at Stocking, takes a second, delivers. Swung on, it's right back to the pitcher. Matsuoka fields it cleanly, throws it to first, 2 away, but Stocking does advance to third base. So runner on third, 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Wasatch leading by 5.
Now batting number 12, Richard Shaw.
A couple of times Wasatch was just kind of hosed at third base. That time, if I think Matsuoka would have just took a peek, he would have been able to get Stocking at third.
I didn't want to get too much into it there, but I'm not sure whether Wasatch is being coached to go on contact because we've seen a couple early breaks, and that's fine if that's the strategy there, but also the pitcher not even taking a look over that way on a quick comebacker. Both sides not executing traditionally how you'd expect. Runner really should not have been advancing on that one, and the pitcher didn't even take a look, so it made it look easy on the advancement.
1 ball, 1 strike here to the senior Bridger Shaw. Back into the windup with a runner on third base. Swung on. That one's a rope to the shortstop. Shortstop makes the play. Nice play from Staley to get out of the inning. Wasatch able to score 1 run. It's 9-4 as we'll keep it here for the Guild Mortgage 5th inning stretch. Throw it over to you, Ty, for the scoring summary.
Well, Ty, there's runs all over the board when you look out there. Wasatch jumped out to a good quick lead here in this one. A 2-0 first inning. Wasatch jumps up on Hurricane, and then the Wasps put 5 on the board in the second inning, and really could have been a lot more. 2 fantastic plays from the left fielder of Hurricane kept at least 3 runs off the board in that inning, and Wasatch could have been flirting with the 10-run rule had those plays not been made. Hurricane did get on the board in the bottom of the second, making it 7-2 at that point in the ball game, but Wasatch came right back and got another run in the top of the third, making it 8-2. Wasatch went scoreless in the 4th, and Hurricane got 2 in the bottom of the 4th on a 2-run bomb. They cleared the right field wall. Ty went over about the 330 mark as far as the distance of the fence from home plate, and then had to climb about a 40-foot wall into the trees. It was a shot, making our score 8-4. But Wasatch just tacks one back on the board again as Otis Sweat doubles, scoring Blake Sweat. Our score currently stands at 9-4. In favor of your Wasatch Wasps as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning.
Wasatch has a new pitcher on the mound. Max Livingston is done for the day. Good outing for Max Livingston. 5th inning stretch brought to you by Guild Mortgage. As a Guild Mortgage loan officer, Tom Stone is committed to helping his clients understand their options for real estate financing and assisting them to make solid home loan decisions that meet their needs. Bottom of the 5th brought to you by the Gordon Law Group, your full-service local law firm who invests in their clients the best knowledge and expertise they need for all areas of the law.
Been a good tournament for Wasatch baseball down here this week, Ty. 4th game in 2 days, and Wasatch has shown a bevy of arms that they've been able to throw out there on the mound, but the bats are really the story that you want to write about this next week about this team. Wasatch has brought the sticks down to St. George this weekend after only scoring 4 in the first game. They go 17 in the second game, 13 in the third game. Currently sit at 9 runs on the board right now in their 4th game.
7-8-9 up for Hurricane. Card, Gonzalez, and Matsuoka. Fitzgerald is the hitter for Hurricane. On the mound once again, Rouninger. Seen him once this weekend, lefty. Had a hard time finding the zone his first at bat or first outing. Misses on that one. 1-0 the count. Down above the belt again, moves the count to 2-0. Two balls, no strikes, working out of the stretch. That one's in there for a strike. Moves count to 2-1. Another live arm, similar to Livingston type. He can find the zone. Be an effective guy here for Wasatch. They get into region play. The 2-1 gets him to swing and a miss there. Moves down to 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, and anytime you can mix up right, left, Tyler, and get a couple pitchers in here that you can use, I mean, that's an advantage.
Gets him to chase a 1 out of the zone. That's strike 3. Strikeout to lead off the bottom of the 5th for Wasatch. That's 1 away. Bring up Aaron Gonzalez, the catcher.
Now batting for the Tigers, number 12.
Talk about chirpiness, Ty. My first win as the Wasatch High baseball coach was a 3-1 win over Pineview, where Adam McGoffin threw just a gem. In fact, I think again it was like first out and threw about 80 pitches, and they were chirpy. And McGoffin did the Conor McGregor stare down about after every inning because he was just mowing in that game.
Well, yeah, Ty, you not just that, the stare down, but then the next time we faced Pineview, Jackson Bolander mowed him. And if you remember, we got on video him waving goodbye to Pineview after Tragan Shaw made a fantastic catch.
I was going to say, that was another great play from Tragan Shaw in that one as a sophomore.
Celebrating Tragan making the catch, and if you look on the video, Bolander's waving goodbye to Pineview. I mean, there's certainly a history of chippiness between those two teams.
2-0, swing and a miss, and then a called strike here to Gonzalez. It's an 0-2 count for Rouninger. Again, working out of the stretch, comes set, delivers the 0-2. Ooh, nice little off speed. It goes up the middle. Salmon fields it with the backhand, stops, throws. It's in the dirt, but Grant Mahoney picks it out of the dirt. 2 away for Wasatch.
Good range there from Jack Salmon, Tyler. I'm always so impressed by these fielders that can make balls that have a tendency to be hits, just make it look like an easy ball to field. And you've seen that a lot today. Salmon catching that one almost straight up the middle and getting there easily on his feet. Gave him plenty of time to throw a good strike over there. A little low, as you pointed out, but Mahoney went down to get it.
Have a pinch hitter here. Interesting move. He's pinch hitting for Matsuoka. See if Matsuoka will go back out onto the mound. He's been good for Hurricane. He's been competitive. See if he goes back out onto the mound or if Hurricane's going to have to go deeper into their bullpen. Again, game 4. Early in the season, everybody's sensitive on the arms, the amount of pitches that they're throwing, and Matsuoka might have hit his wall there. That one misses low, gets away from Sweat, ball 1. The count. Pitch, that one's in there for a strike, swing and a miss.
That's his best pitch yet, Tyler. Like that fastball, that one was able to flatten out and get a little action on it late. Nice pitch.
It's a 1-1 count, 2 away. That one's in the dirt once again, ball 2.
Haven't had a chance to talk with Nick, Ty, but it looks like he's mixing in perhaps some 4 seams and some 2 seams in there. Different actions going with the fastball. That one looks more like a 2-seam.
Misses inside. Ball 3. 3-1 the count. Misses. That'll be ball 4. So base runner here with 2 away. Brings us up to the top of the order. Zapata will come up into the box. Leadoff hitter hasn't been able to get a hit today. You mentioned Ty coming in, though, is their best batting average on the team. Rattinger working with the first
Ty, it's
guy
getting
on
late
base.
in the tournament, so forgive me if I'm remembering wrong, but I thought he had a flare ball that he got down for a hit, didn't he, at one point in this game?
I think it was the second hitter.
It's a 2-hitter on that one.
I think that was a 2-hitter. My
swing it, and he can move a little bit too.
iPad that keeps score for us, it ran out of juice. It's cold.
Oh.
2 back-to-back games, no power. We're running on fumes here down in Hurricane. 2-0 the count.
Quick routes needed over here for the equipment.
Swung on. It's going to be a shallow fly ball to center field. Salmon goes back, makes the play. Good inning there from Rattinger, and Wasatch gets out of the inning. No runs on no hits, no errors. Nobody left, or excuse me, 1 runner left on base. It's still 9-4 as we go into the top of the 6th.
Check out the Fit Stop Health Club. It's more than a great facility. Their employees and staff create a comfortable, caring, supportive place for men and women of all ages, as well as their families, to work out. They have your tanning beds, massage, and personal trainers. Find your new groove. Jump into their therapy pool with endless laughs. They have Group X classes with nationally certified and specially trained instructors. See what the Fit Stop offers. Go to their website at fitstophealthclub.com. For more information, call 654-2131.
At Heber Park City Appliance, you're getting a dedicated team of professionals who go out of their way to keep your home running smoothly. And when we say team, we're talking about 40 years of winning service and reliability. We're here to boost your at-home satisfaction long after your purchase. So when it's fourth quarter and your fridge goes out, oh man, be confident knowing we're a team that will go the distance for you. Heber Park City Appliance in Heber City. Visit us online at heberappliance.com.
Unlock your potential at Bonnie Joseph Academy, your local beauty school. Explore the art of cosmetology, barbering, hair design, basic aesthetics, master aesthetics, and nail tech programs. Visit bonniejosephacademy.edu to learn more and enroll today. Financial aid is available for qualifying students, and we offer flexible schedules and distant education options. Transform your passion into a rewarding career at Bonnie Joseph Academy, where beauty meets expertise. Bonnie Joseph Academy, Heber City.
Top of the sixth brought to you by Mirror Lake Station, your one-stop shop for gas, groceries, and goodies, located at 2nd North Main in Camas on your way up Mirror Lake Station Highway. Graham Mahoney will lead it off for the Wasps. Takes strike one. Fly ball to the outfield is caught by the center fielder. One away here in the top of the sixth. If you're just joining us, Wasatch 2-1 this weekend. Dropped their opening game to Union, then back-to-back 10-run rule wins over Skyview and Logan High School, and currently sit 9-4 over Hurricane in the top of the sixth. Eddie Bluth now steps into the box on the left-hand side for Wasatch. Swings at the first one. It's going to go off the glove of the pitcher. Slows it down enough. Staley over from the shortstop position. Throws it across the diamond. Not in time. Eddie Bluth with the infield single. And Wasatch has yet another base runner on base.
Another good barrel from Eddie. He's made some great plays in the outfield, but the bat already looking like it belongs here at the varsity level. Just a reminder, these are sophomores coming in, Ty, getting their first experience. Eddie's looked very, very good.
Brings up Braxton Fowler, has a double earlier in the game today. See if they put Eddie in motion. One away. That one misses low and inside for ball one. Matsuoka is still on the mound, so he was pinched hit for and then re-entered the game. He stays on the mound here for Hurricane. Comes set working out of the stretch, delivers. That one inside, nearly got him. 2-0 the count. Jack Salmon on deck for Wasatch. Wasatch 6, 7, 8, 9 to lead off this top half of the sixth. That one up in the zone, ball three. 3-0 now the count. Now it's interesting, Hurricane hasn't been quick out of the dugout, but they were quick out of the dugout at the end of that inning. So I wonder if they are still going that 2-hour time limit. It's at 7, what are we at, 7:30-ish?
Yeah, it's 7:30 right now.
So we would be at that, yeah. So we'll finish this inning, and then we'll see if they decide to go to 7. It's a 4-pitch walk. So Wasatch now with runners on first and second. Jack Salmon, the number 9 hitter, will come up to the plate. Austin Brown on deck.
Jack's had a couple of good swings in this one, Ty. Single early in the game, but his last at bat, he ended up getting out, but it was a good line drive. I just like his swing. I think you can do a lot of things with Jack Salmon's swing. He's got a good inside-out swing. So he's a singles, gap-to-gap type hitter. You can hit and run there. You can probably bunt. Just seems like he's a solid player here for Wasatch.
Shown some good range out in the field as well on the fielding side of things. Made a nice play in that last inning to the backhand side. Runners on first and second. One out. Pick-off move. Wasatch likes to go with the double steal in this situation with only one away. See if they put Wasatch in motion here. Matsuoka comes set, delivers. Wasatch runners stay. It's ball 1. 5 straight balls now here for Matsuoka, who's, again, had a good outing for Hurricane. It's a good live arm as well coming in from the outfield. Might be getting a little fatigued here in his 3rd inning. The 1-0. That one misses again low. Moves the count to 2-0. The delivery on the 2-0 in the dirt once again. Moved the count to 3-0. Austin Brown on deck. Already 2 hits today. 1 off the wall and 1 to the left center field gap. Two looks at the runner at second. Delivers the 3-0. That one's in there for a strike. 3-1 now the count.
Yeah, remember Jack went 3-0 last time, took a swing, had a line drive out there to right field. Holding on that one here.
3-1 count. Matsuoka takes 1 look, now delivers. That one misses inside. Ball 4, 2nd straight walk, and the bases are now loaded as Wasatch goes back up to the top of the order to the freshman, Austin Brown.
Just a lot of begging for strikes in this game, Tyler, that you're starting to see. And usually when you have to beg, it means you're not playing particularly well. You don't see a lot of good teams that are begging for strikes very often.
Brown steps into the box, 1 away, 2 hits on the day. That one misses above the belt for ball 1.
Like, see if Austin gets something he can handle here, middle, maybe middle in, get the hands through it. Matsuoka a little bit tired. Ooh, that was it.
Barely missed that one. It's a foul ball. Moves the count to 1-1. Working out of the windup now with the bases loaded. That pitch is low and inside. Gets away from the catcher a little bit. Bluth will go back to the 3rd. Everybody stays where they're at. It's 2-1 the count.
That's a smart pitch. When you see that fastball that he just missed on the previous pitch, there's no way you come back with the same speed and the same pitch there.
2 balls, 1 strike. Blake Sweat on deck for the Wasps. Brown in the box on the left-hand side. Gets this one. He's going to elevate it to the left field side. I think that one's going to get blown back in, and it does. It'll be a single for Brown. 1 run will come in. It's now a 10-4 lead, and Wasatch puts double-digit runs on the board for the 3rd straight game.
Well, I talked about how they've been shading him over to the pole side, Tyler, and the left fielder was playing pole heavy, so that ball never had the chance to be caught.
Wasatch has scored in now 5 of the 6 innings. And going back to the previous game, have scored in 8 of their last 9 innings. It's a 10-4 lead with Blake Sweat. That ball's going to hit in front of the plate once again for another ball.
Sweat's had some fantastic swings here, Tyler, on this Saturday between both games here today. Really been on the barrel in this particular game against Hurricane.
The 1-0, big swing and a miss, moves the count to 1 ball, 1 strike. Still only 1 away. Again, bases loaded. Wasatch with 1 run in the inning. 10 runs on the game. They lead 10-4. That one misses high and outside for ball 2. Misses again. 3 balls, 1 strike.
Okay, this is a good one where Blank can now go hunting. Look for his pitch and his spot. And if you get it, you can just really turn it loose here. This is a good zone 1 hitter's count.
The pitch swung on. It's going to be a ground ball to the shortstop. Double play opportunity. Staley to Zapata. Zapata across the diamond. Not in time. Another run will come in for Wasatch on the fielder's choice ground out by Sweat, moving the score to 11-4.
Yeah, not probably ideal for what Blake wants, Ty, but it's a productive out, or fielder's choice in this game, or in this case, excuse me. Pushing across another run, and you just keep tacking on a run here or there, and you just see how big of a struggle it is for a team like Hurricane to get back in the game, Ty. Wasatch 2 runs, 5 runs, 1 run, 0, 1, and 2. That's your scorecard out of the 6 innings. They just keep coming at you.
11-4, the score. Wasatch leads. The other thing, too, Ty, when you're able to score runs in every inning, I think it takes a little bit of pressure off of these young pitchers that Wasatch is putting out there, right? You can make a mistake or two, you can give up a run or two, and you're confident that you can get the runs back. And I think you're seeing that with Livingston today. Routinger's throwing a good outing so far in the second time out. Sweat's going to elevate one into the air in the outfield, and this is who knows who's going to catch this one. Wind's all over the place. Outfielder can't come up with it. Another single. How many wind singles have we had? That's got to be about 4, right? Where the wind, I mean, it's just swirling up there in the wind.
Well, you can feel it, Ty. I mean, it's getting cold. You and I are doing our best not to chatter as we talk over here. It's starting to feel pretty chilly. The wind is really gusting, and it's turned into that cold wind now that it's the sunset. And so that ball got up in the jet stream and just started kind of moving all over the place. You can see left field, shortstop, center fielder. Nobody quite knew what to do with it.
It's another RBI for Sweat. Hafen steps into the box, swings, fouls that one off. That'll be strike one. No balls, 1 strike. Runners on first and second, 2 away. Wasatch with 3 runs in the inning. You now have an 8-run lead. Oh, off the helmet of Hafen. He'll run down to first base on the hit by pitch, and the bases are now loaded once again for Bridger Shaw, who has been really good in the box.
Really good. Tyler Bridger, he doesn't have the hits that he should in this game because there have been some great plays made against him. Sharp line drive to shortstop that ended up not turning into a hit. A ball hit to the wall, not turning into a hit. But he's been on the barrel over and over and over again this game. This one, though, Ty, this is an important one. As we're freezing, has a chance to put the 10-run rule in play here with this. So, got Bridger's dad next to us, right? Tell him no dinner if he doesn't get a hit here. Gonna get a pinch runner in here.
Gonna get a pinch runner here for Hafen.
I think that's Dahl who's coming in. Tyson.
Ty, were you ever in that situation where you were called on to run and you had to take off your coat and you're like, Coach, I know you like me, but
yeah, we had a game where it was snowing doing that, Ty, and when the snow's coming down, I think everyone was putting a coat on at that point in that game.
Oh, that was a cold game. Bases loaded, 2 away for Bridger Shaw. Wasatch leading 12-4. You're listening to Wasatch High School Baseball on 94.5 The Peak. Wasatch 2-1 here in the tournament. That'll be ball 1. This is the first series of games for a new head coach, Bo McCoy, coming up from Mountain View High School. Did a fantastic job of turning that program around. Bridger Shaw, hard ground ball to the second baseman. Bobbles. Zapata picks it up, throws it to first. And that'll do it for the top of the 6th. Wasatch scores 3 runs and take the 12-4 lead as we move into the bottom of the 6th.
Hungry for mouth-watering, all-American comfort food? Look no further. Chubby's has just opened in Heber Valley, bringing you award-winning burgers and cheesesteaks made from 100% premium black Angus beef. With 9 Utah locations, our family-owned and operated restaurant knows how to satisfy your cravings. And don't forget to treat yourself to our delicious desserts. Come taste the difference today at Chubby's, located at 220 North Main Street. Chubby's Cafe, your neighborhood destination for the food you crave.
Hi, this is Kendall Crittenden, Wasatch County Council member and a member of the Caring Community Coalition. Did you know that kids are at a greater risk of experimenting with alcohol and drugs between the hours of 3 and 6 p.m.? Many parents are still at work this time of day. Check in with your kids. Find out where your kids will be, who they'll be with, and what they will be doing. Brought to you by Wasatch Behavioral Health and the Caring Community Coalition.
Hi, this is Corbin Gordon from Gordon Law Group. I commonly get approached by people with the same question. Hey, do you guys do a particular type of law? The answer is almost always, yeah, we do that. We are the Valley's only full-service law firm that has been in business for over 20 years. We have 5 experienced attorneys who do estate work, litigation, business formation, real estate, water law, divorce, criminal defense, and many others. Gordon Law Group. Yeah, we do that.
Wasatch High School Sports is on the radio.
Bottom of the 6th inning here at Hurricane High School as we wind down. this 4-game Hurricane Invitational Tournament for Wasatch. There's a first pitch line drive towards Brown in center. It's going to fall in front, so a leadoff single for the Tigers, who find themselves down 12-4 going into what I believe is the final inning here. Coach McCoy out talking with the umpire between innings, pointing at his watch, which would make me think they're talking about how this is probably the time limit in this game. But Hurricane gets the start they need. They need a bunch in this inning to get back into it. Nick, ball one. Runner on first, nobody out. 12 for the score. 1-0 count. There's the delivery and ball two, high and inside. Wasatch 2-1 now in the tournament. Opening tournament loss to Union. 4 dominant wins over Skyview and Logan. Now leading big in this one, 12-4, but it is a 3-0 count. Now after ball 3, so a single, 3 straight balls. Hurricane trying to chip away to get back in it. Make it ball number 4. So runners on first and second to start the bottom of the 6th inning for the Tigers.
It's going to bring up number 8, Brendan Hoffman. Right fielder, wind starting to pick up here as well. And Ty, you mentioned earlier in our broadcast, and I think one of the other games that it's nice about baseball is it doesn't have a time limit. I'm hoping there's a time limit right now.
Yeah, well, Coach McCoy was pointing at his watch between the innings, where it seems like that's part of the conversation going on right now.
Another ball, so that's going to move the count to 1-0. 2 runners on. Long ways to go for Hurricane if this is the last inning. Gets a swing and a miss there, moving the count to 1-1. Late games and cold. You mentioned yesterday that Wasatch had a late game against Olympus on this field.
Yeah.
And it was in the 30s on the degree side. That one might have been colder. This is a slow rover. It's going to be a tough play for Shaw. Shaw fields it on the run, throws it across the diamond. Man, Bridger Shaw's been good at third. Another out there for Bridger Shaw on the putout. Runners do advance to second and third, 1 away.
Very good play. Right now, though, you're just trading outs for runs. You're comfortable with that if you're Wasatch. Not like you're trying to secure a 10-run mercy rule here, and you've got a sizable lead. So just take the nice, easy out. Don't try to do anything crazy. Again, a fantastic play from Bridger at third base.
Runners on second and third, 1 out. Called strike 1. It is Nolan who's in the box right now on the right-hand side for the Tigers, with Staley on deck.
That's a pretty good pitch, Ty. Getting a go-ahead strike here. The wind not cooperating with the pitchers, so hitting spots here is going to be a little more tricky. I think you can see that there. There's a breaking ball that bit really hard. The wind's blowing from behind the dish out towards right field. And it's just going to tighten all the spiral and the twist on those breaking pitches. It's going to be harder to locate.
1-1 the count after that one misses low. Another swing and a miss, moves the count to 1 ball, 2 strikes. Miss one low, moves the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Both of us driving home tonight. Hopefully Greg Rebel's exciting on the radio, right? Keeps us a little bit up.
Need some caffeine, some sunflower seeds, and an exciting game.
This one's elevated to shallow center field. Salmon comes over, makes the grab. 2 away with runners on second and third for the Wasps.
Yeah, Ty, but was reminded it is daylight savings here this evening, which nice little note. Should get that's a good one, right? We're on the good one right now. Oh, the bad one.
No,
so it's forward, so it's going to be even worse.
Yeah.
Oh,
hey, hate to be the one to
so
hate to break that to you.
Let you sleep over here. That's just tough.
Brings up Staley. He's playing shortstop today for the Tigers. That one in at the belt, just above the belt for ball 1.
Pitch though, good spot. Really impressed with how this team competed, Ty.
Yeah, I am too.
Because as you and I are, crying and complaining about the weather over here, it just hasn't impacted this Wasatch team.
This one's going to be smoked to the left side. That'll be down. One run will come in. Another run's going to try to come in as well. Blake Sweat's not going to get it in time. Throw to second base, safe. So a double there for Staley. That's going to bring in 2 runs. 12-6 now the score.
Just pesky. This Hurricane team just keeps hanging around, just keeps chipping away.
0 runs in the first, 2 runs in the second, no runs in the third, 2 runs in the fourth, no runs in the fifth, now 2 runs again here in the sixth. But Wasatch has been able to score in every inning except for the fourth. It's going to bring up Fitzgerald for the Tigers. This is inside for ball 1. Rattinger continuing to work it out of the stretch. Works out of the stretch all the time. That one misses high. Ball 2. 2-0 the count. That one misses again. 3-0 now the count. Wasatch could be down to their final out that they need in order to secure this thing if it's a time limit game. If not, we'll go into the 7th inning.
Yeah, Bridger going to come in and have a quick word here with Nick. Got a nice little lefty-on-lefty matchup here. Ty just struggling to find the zone.
.30 lands it. 3-1.
Some magic words the Bridger must have spoken in over there.
That's right. That one's elevated. It's going to come down on my head if the net wasn't there, but it does stay foul. Wind does not blow this one back in. So we got ourselves a full count with 2 outs, 3-2.
You can see who's ready for it, right? Otis over there. Actually, he's got as much energy now as he did first inning of the first game. Love it, just watching him. Can't keep that IFB in his ear, though. He rips off that mask aggressively, and that earpiece keeps going with it.
Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 away. Runner on second base. Wasatch with a 6-run lead. The payoff pitch. That one's not close. Ball 4. It's going to bring up Aaron Gonzalez, the number 8 hitter for the Tigers. And I think that's going to do it. And so Kyron Stocking will come into the game. Try to close this one out for Wasatch. It's a 12-6 lead. We'll take a break. Wasatch leads by 6. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th.
Heber Valley, whether you're cheering on our high school team or enjoying a day in our beautiful valley, our community is stronger when we love local. Our local businesses are the heartbeat of Heber Valley, from your favorite cafe to the shop on the corner. When you shop local, you're supporting your neighbors and investing in the future of our community. So next time you're out and about, show some love. Shop, dine, and explore right here in Heber Valley. Brought to you by the Heber Valley Chamber of Commerce. Remember, love local. It makes all the difference. Visit gohebervalley.com/shop.
For a limited time, UCCU is offering 33-month savings certificates with an incredibly high APY of 2.55%. Plus, you can jump up to an even higher rate of return anytime during the life of your certificate. With a savings certificate, you just make one deposit and then let your money grow and grow and grow, with a fixed rate of return that's much higher than a standard savings account. Learn more at uccu.com. UCCU. Love where you bank.
Big O Tires in Heber is your one-stop shop for tires and service. What was once Point S is now Big O Tires. Same service, but different name. We're locally owned and operated and want to help you get your vehicle ready to road trip this summer. Stop in for all your name brand tires, oil changes, alignments, brakes, batteries, shocks, struts, and a whole lot more. Plus, Big O Tires offers financing options to fit any budget or any situation. Visit us today. Big O Tires, the team you trust.
It's game time. Let's do it. Ready?
Wasatch High School Sports on the radio with Ty and Ty on 94.5 The Peak.
Pitching change brought to you by Chubby's, new to the Heber Valley, family-owned and operated, 9 Utah locations. Chubby's Cafe, your neighborhood destination for the food you crave. Jack Salmon on the mound for Wasatch. Kyron Stocking coming in at second base. And Jack Salmon's going to try to come in and close this thing out. First pitch strike as that one's fouled off. No balls, 1 strike.
Jack's got a nice live arm, doesn't he, Ty?
Yeah, he does.
Good action here for a sophomore on the mound.
No balls, 1 strike. Working out of the stretch. Fouls that one off as well. No balls, 2 strikes.
Yeah, that's really good. Coming in, pumping the zone. No need to get too fancy with this here, Ty. Like to see him go back to that same spot. Maybe work that outer half of the zone. Hard fastball, go down and out.
Could be down to the final out if this is a time limit game. If not, we'll go into the 3rd or to the 7th. It's going to be a ground ball to Mahoney. Mahoney smothers it, touches the bag, and Wasatch, it looks like, is going to get the W. Team comes out onto the field. Congratulations, Wasatch drops their first game and then wins 3 straight. They will go 3-1. We'll take a quick break. We'll just stay with it. Timberline Ace Hardware post-game show coming up right now as we wrap up the first weekend of Wasatch High School baseball. Congratulations to Coach McCoy finding those first 3 wins of the season. As your local Timberline Ace Hardware, we're all about being the helpful place by offering our customers personal service, quality products, and a convenient shopping experience from local experts who know you best. Ty, throw it over to you for a quick summary.
Yeah, Ty, the bats again. Wasatch scores in 5 out of the 6 innings. 2 in the first, 5 in the second, 1 in the third, no runs in the 4th, 1 in the 5th, and 3 in the 6th. A total of 12 runs. And the pitchers do enough here, Tyler, to hold down the fort. Wasatch can get the win to Max Livingston, who got the start today. And the Wasps walk out of here with a 12-6 win in a brisk, chilly, windy night here at Hurricane High School.
Summary brought to you by Robarge Collision, who's built their business on exceptional care, collision repair, and are proud to boast a 98.7 satisfaction rating. Let's go ahead and hand out some awards, Tyler, for the tournament down here. It was a 4-game tournament. Again, Wasatch goes 3-1. Your players, of the tournament for Wasatch.
Well, Ty, a lot of runs on the board in this tournament here. Over 40 runs put up by the Wasps here on the tournament. So you go a lot of different directions offensively. But Austin Brown had 9 hits on the weekend, and I think that's the route you probably need to go here with that, Ty. Got on base 3 more times by being hit by pitches, so 12 times on the base path here. And I think Brown's going to get the nod as the offensive player of the tournament.
Brought to you by Country Garden and Nursery, your only locally owned and operated plant nursery. Country Garden and Nursery has everything you need for the gardens. And don't forget to stop by their indoor plant and decor shop. And finally, Ty, a play of the tournament.
Well, there's a lot of good ones here, Tyler. I mean, frankly, the best one we saw was that left fielder for Hurricane on the Bridger Shaw play that we saw. So that's really the play of the tournament. But I think Bridger, back at you defensively, he had a backhanded play earlier in the day, Tyler, against Logan, that I thought was just a phenomenal play where he worked down the line, came through the ball, and was able to throw a dart back across the diamond. So to me, that was the play of the tournament that I'm going to hand out to Bridger Shaw. Eddie Bluth deserves some credit for that ball he ran down as well in the right center gap, Ty. I think that I put that at number 2. Those are a couple of the standout moments.
Wasatch Napa Auto Parts, you'll always find the best deals and expert service with your local Napa Auto Parts store. And that'll wrap it up. Wasatch goes 3-1 in their opening weekend under head coach Bo McCoy. We'll be back on the air Wednesday for some Wasatch lacrosse action and then be back down in St. George next weekend. I want to thank you for listening to Wasatch High School Baseball on 94.5 The Peak.